Homecoming week, and your Rockets are touching down. Welcome to Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com.
Adiano to the right. It's going to be a slant. Caught by Porras. He breaks the tackle, and he's off to the races. See if the Wildcats have an angle on him. They are not going to be able to catch him. It's going to be a touchdown for Jose Porras from Montoya.
Tonight, your Goddard Rockets celebrate homecoming at the Wool Bowl, taking on the Panthers of Gadsden High. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidator, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi,
all right,
welcome.
Here we go again. Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show brought to you by Dion's. I am Coach Deck.
Upon my arrival, you receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right, welcome. Here we go again. Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show brought to you by Dion's. I am Coach Deck, joined by Coach Bolaños. Coach, coming out of Lovington last week, a long road trip against a good Lovington team. Talk about what your takeaway from that is. I know one of the things is going to be penalties and things like that you want to get better on this week going into Gadsden.
Yeah. Lovington, I kind of mentioned that last week in the interviews. Their record was not even close to being an indicator of what the kind of football team they are. And they're a good, fast, big football team. I didn't think we played our best football there. There was a lot of, we had over 120 yards of penalties, and that's us. That starts with me. And so, that's something we had to fix, and we went to work on. I mean, we really talked about that part of it. So, we shoot ourselves in the foot a whole bunch. There were certain situations, that we had Lovington on a 3rd and 4th, and we just we gave up explosive plays, and you can't do that against a good football team because they make you pay, and that's exactly what they did to us. So, looking forward, I still like where we're at. I still think we got a really good football team that can compete and make this classification interesting at the end. So there's a lot you learn in losses, and this is a good opportunity for us to pinpoint those and go to work on them. So it was a good learning week for us.
So this week we get another home game. So it's homecoming week here at Goddard. So the kids having a good time, a lot of dress up days and things like that. So we just found out today they're moving that kickoff to 6 o'clock. So for Friday night. So some weather and things like that, try to get Gadsden back home earlier, things like that. So Coach, the Gadsden Panthers coming in, a very, very good football team, ranked number 4 in the state, coming in. Looks like more of a run-oriented team. So what are your thoughts on a good Gadsden team coming in?
A really good Gadsden team. I mean, these guys have done a great job the last couple of years and just building that program up. And they're kind of at the point where they just, they reload. And typically it'd be a good Gadsden team. They drop off for a little bit. But these guys are, they do a great job with their program. So they're really similar to us, I think, in a sense of numbers. They don't have anybody playing both sides of the ball, so they'll be fresh every single time. Offense, defense takes the field. So just kind of like us, they don't have a lot of depth. Just like us as well. So a lot of similarities between both of us. They're a team offensively that has, they're about a 70% run team, and they've cut their playbook down significantly from last year. Last year, we saw a lot of gap scheme, and this year they're not. They're heavily inside zone. But they run the ball, man, and they don't matter who knows it. They're going to try to run the ball against whoever it is, and so they do a really good job of that. And defensively, they're a too high team, so a 50 team, but they'll walk down an outside linebacker, and you see a little bit of a 4-2 out of it, and I think that's what we'll get against us. But they're tough, man. They're 4 for a reason. So we're excited for the matchup. Our boys are excited for the matchup. So we're ready to go.
And it looks like you mentioned they're a rushing attack, and it looks like they kind of spread it around. It's really not just one or two guys.
Yeah. There's a lot of dudes that carry the ball for them. I mean, quarterback. They'll read the end, and if quarterback gets an opportunity, he'll pull it. So. There's some options there, but they do a good job of it, and it starts up front with their O-line. They're not as big as they were last year, but those kids are aggressive, man, and they do a good job of getting vertical fast, with their inside zone. So, it's something we've preached to our D-line, and we're ready for the challenge.
So with this game getting moved up to 6 o'clock, I mean, does that change the pregame routine for you a lot, or is it just everything's just kind of bumped up an hour?
Everything's just bumped up an hour, man. We just get to the Wool Bowl an hour earlier, and we go from there. So it's I don't think it shouldn't affect us one bit.
Well, hopefully weather's not an issue Friday, especially all the homecoming ceremonies. We'll have the band performance out there too as well, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate the band guys, cheerleaders. They just add to the Friday night football. The magic of it. So, and homecoming week this week had we got some alum coming back, and Josh Worley, Steve Dotson, ton of other guys. There's going to be several. I want to say about 15 guys who played football here back in '95, and those guys will be here. And back in the '90s, I mean, Goddard football, just an absolute powerhouse. So we got some guys coming back to the sideline. That'll be with us, and expecting a good football game. So I'm excited for those guys to be back and come home and just kind of relive some memories. So we're excited about that one.
When Coach, talking about homecoming and these greats coming back, let's talk about maybe some of those old days or current days for you, kind of some coaches or players that have influenced you today and kind of helped you become who you are as a coach? College, pro, high school, anything like that?
Well, I mean, it starts with Sam Jernigan. You can't talk about Goddard football and not mention his name somewhere in that conversation. I think he's been that for a lot of people. And so Sam, definitely a big influence on my life. And there's a lot of other guys here. Coach White was a big influence for me, Jacob Caldwell, Mike Whalen, Bob Hyder, and Jeff, I can't thank Jeff Lynn enough, for letting me kind of find my own identity, working for him. And so, those guys like that, and, Mark Lopez has been a big influence for me, and just a lot of coaches, like Cueva coaches. And so, I love to follow football coaches, man. I'm not just stuck in my ways. I'm humble enough to know there's always an opportunity to grow. So I do. I always reach out and I look at other programs, how they do things, and I haven't had a coach yet, man, who has told me no. So you can't come out, or I won't help you with whatever it is. So, there's an old saying in football, man. If coaches don't take care of coaches, who will? And I feel like our coaching fraternity in New Mexico has been really good with helping each other out. So I'm thankful. So yeah, there's a lot of guys who have influenced me out there. So, but it definitely started with Coach Jay.
Well, I'm talking about some of these guys coming back. I mean, I know it's been a while, but I bet some of those guys could still suit up with.
I bet you they could, man.
So
yeah.
So, Coach, give us a quick JV and freshie update as well. What do those guys have?
Yeah, our freshies will be playing Dexter's JV. They're pretty excited about that one, and then our JV will be playing Roswell High's JV on Saturday. So that's those kids just get excited for that one, man. They grow up playing Little League football together, and and then they separate to some degree in the middle school level, and then you go to Roswell or Goddard here, and so it's they look forward to that no matter what the level is, freshman, JV, or varsity, and so I'm excited for it too. It's I feel like there's a pretty good healthy relationship between the two coaching staffs, and just some good old tough football, man. And let's line up and let's play, and we'll shake hands afterwards, and we'll be good. So, yeah, we're excited for it.
So, Coach, one thing I've always asked the kids during the player interviews, the show's brought to us by Dion's, of course. Yeah. So I always get their Dion's order. Coach, I got to get your Dion's order. I'm putting you on the spot here. This is big.
I'm a pretty simple guy, man. It's pepperoni and that's it, man. Pepperoni, pizza, and pretty much no matter where it's at. So.
And then like side of ranch or no ranch. It's about 50-50 so far with the boys.
I can live without ranch, but if it's there, I'm definitely gonna use ranch. Yeah.
So right after this show, Coach is gonna tear up this pepperoni pizza here, brought to you by Dion's.
What about you, Coach? What's yours?
You know what? Whatever's in those boxes, I'm gonna eat. But I would have to go with the old school 505 pepperoni green chili.
Yeah.
But then just a plain cheese, I still got that kid in me too.
Yeah.
So.
I got you, man. So, well, I know typically, you're interviewing us, but let me ask you, I think for a lot of the audience, probably most of them know, but, you coach football over at Berindo, man, and you do a great job over there. You guys are having a good season.
Thank you, Coach.
So let me ask you, who's been influenced for you, in the coaching world of it?
You know what? I would echo your answer a lot. I would probably start with Coach Jernigan. I got the opportunity to start off at Goddard before jumping over to a Berindo. And all those coaches influenced me in different ways.
Yeah.
So starting with Coach Jay, and you mentioned them all, Coach Whalen, Coach Caldwell, Coach Hyder, Coach White, all those guys. And I would echo again kind of what you would say. I just always tried to be a sponge. Of try to learn from anything, and that's not just guys that I've worked with. It's I'm watching film, I'm watching guys on Saturday, guys on Sunday. So I think it's very important to kind of soak up all that knowledge, and I would say all coaches that I've worked with from other sports as well.
Yeah.
You're
right.
I think you could learn a lot. Learning volleyball, learning basketball as well, and kind of how they do it, and try to apply some of those same principles. So, and then I think that process, at least for me, and I think you would agree, it never stops.
Yeah.
You never reach a point as a coach where you think that you've made it, and you think that you know everything. And you mentioned Berindo, coaching that level has taught me a lot. That. You have to adapt almost every day.
Yeah.
To what the kids are bringing and to who you're going to play and things like that. And so it's been a great experience for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. You look at all the guys that we've watched, and we try to take something from, and all the successful coaches. One thing they do have in common is, man, they demand excellence, and they're not afraid to address issues. And I think a lot of times that, when I look at young coaches and coaches who are starting out, that's probably a big problem where I see those guys, they they're so interested in having a friendship, with kids, and they're afraid to hurt their feelings. They're afraid to tell them no. And all the great coaches, man, they've never shied away from that, and so, and one thing I see is, because Coach Jay, I think anybody who played for him, they'll tell you, anybody who coached for him, they'll tell you, I mean, he's, he made you nervous, and I could say that, coaching for him for 4 years, I mean, there wasn't a day that I came in here just feeling relaxed. I mean, I was always just kind of on edge, making sure I was doing things right. And even as an older man then, looking back now, I'm still grateful for that, because he got everything out of me, and he wasn't afraid to hurt my feelings, and he told me things I needed to improve on and stuff. And so, but there's so much amount of respect for him. And there was a lot of other coaches that I had a great relationship with, and I never felt like they got the best out of me. So when I sit here and look back, I mean, I'm so thankful for Coach Jay and stuff, man. So, but
well,
yeah.
And something that has came out of that is kind of a coaching tree for Coach Jernigan. You have a head football job, but there's a lot of guys that have either played or coached for him, and some of these younger guys, they have head coaching jobs as well. Desmond Anaya over at Albuquerque High, and some other guys coaching.
Yeah, Billy Cobos, Cale Sanders, I mean, Jacob Caldwell now, so there's a lot of guys who've gone on and coached, because, that's one thing I think Coach Jay did is, man, you find out real quick, man, you're going to love this game or you're not, and it's like an old saying he has, man, this game ain't for the weak of the heart. And so you find out real quick, what you're made of if you're in this program. So a lot of those guys that came through here, man, you definitely had a passion for it, if you're around for a long time. And so I'm not surprised that a lot of those guys are coaching ball. And we just mentioned those guys, but there's a ton of those dudes who are assistant coaches and, helping at the lower levels. But yeah, that's another one too, is I don't think a lot of young kids watch football enough. They're just on their phone all the time. And it's, you're trying to be good at a sport you're playing and investing so much of your time in, and you don't even really watch it. So, it's that one's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it's I think it's the greatest sport out there, man. So,
well, and it's having this conversation, it brings up all the memories and all the rich history here for Goddard football, and I'm sure that's something that you try to pass on to the boys as well.
I do, so I asked the kids actually one time. I said, "Hey, how many of you guys know who Coach Jernigan is?" And I was surprised because not a lot of them raised their hand. I think we had under 5 kids, and I was shocked. And so, I just pointed to all the banners, above them. I said, "See all those banners?" I said, "Yeah, that's the man who brought those here, man." I said, "So, the Robert Gonzalez's, the history of Goddard football, Frank Espinosa, Danny V. Hills. There's so many names that you could put into this one, Kevin Romero, and the kids just they're not in tune with our, and that's something that I do. I try to go to work on, man, and that way they have a connection with the history, So
yeah, well that history will be at the Wool Bowl Friday night at a 6:00 homecoming for Goddard. A lot of the former alumni coming back. So again, that's a 6:00 kickoff. So if you're listening to this in the car, you better hit the gas and get there by 6. So Gadsden coming in. It's going to be a great football game for Coach Deck, Coach Bolaños, Dion's. Thanks again. We'll see you next week. Goddard Rocket football. Roll blue.
Go Rockets.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest management solutions for homes and businesses. Bob Reed can handle every aspect of pest control, from general insects to trees, shrubs, yard treatment, and commercial weed control. And they're the only Centricon termite colony elimination system authorized operator in Southeast New Mexico. No job is too big or too small. Bob Reed Pest Control, Southeast New Mexico's pest management professionals. Find them online at bobreedpestcontrol.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome. Another session of our player interview spotlight here. A couple superstars here, Goddard Rocket football. Reyes Nunez, Isaiah Hunter. Reyes, let's start with you playing that offensive line position. We have Gadsden coming into town, ranked the number 4 team in the state. Talk about what you're seeing from their D-line and their defense. Talk about the challenge here Friday night.
From what we've seen so far, it's mainly just a lot of base defense. They definitely have some size on them, and definitely we're going to see some edge pressure from the backers too. But overall, it's pretty much just a base defense for what we're going to see.
Okay, moving over to Isaiah. So you play that corner position for us. What are you seeing from Gadsden's offense, from their receivers and quarterbacks?
They're a pretty big run team, but you know, we're ready for them to pass. The secondary's we're pretty good, but I don't know. Our D-line's pretty good, so we don't really have to worry about too much of the run getting outside or nothing like that.
So, Reyes, let's talk about kind of the brotherhood that you guys have on that offensive line. You guys have been playing together a while now. You guys have taken a big step forward this year. Talk about what it's like in the guys with the huddle.
We really try to focus a lot on communication and just general chemistry with one another, because we try to pretty much think the same, since if we're all on the same page, then we're all going to be working together productive, and that's the main goal, is to just be productive and trying to get a lot done.
You guys, so obviously you're trying to get those pancake blocks. You guys have any like special words or things like that? You guys get those just combo blocks and just smash a guy? You guys have any celebrations or?
That's kind of just game to game dependent. I mean, it's more dependent on the person on what celebrations they want to do than anything.
So you're saying we might see a little pancake or two Friday night?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, Coach Roybal and I talked about this on the air, pancakes or waffles. He's a pancake guy. I think waffles just a better version of a pancake. What say you, Reyes Nunez?
In my opinion,
pancakes or waffles?
I have to agree with you. Waffles are a lot better than pancakes.
Just the little syrup in the squares. It's just perfect.
It's perfect. It is.
So Isaiah, talk about the guys in the secondary and the other guys on the defense. You guys have been playing outstanding coverage all year, and I know that the D-line linebackers, they're all playing great. You guys are playing great as a unit. Coach Roybal and I, we've been kind of calling the secondary DBU. I mean, you guys are just locking guys out. So talk a little bit about that. Do you like that man-to-man coverage? Just lock that guy out.
Yeah, I like man-to-man coverage. It's pretty fun, but I don't know. I like zone too, because I could trust Kyle to have my back. I know if I'm passing some of him, he's gonna be there. And I don't know. I think we communicate pretty good, and we're pretty good secondary.
So would you rather have like a big hit or a big interception?
I think big interception for sure. Yeah.
And then just like streak up the sideline and house it.
Yep, exactly.
Well, you've been close this year playing great coverage, and so I'm sure you're going to get your hands on a couple more of those as we go here. So homecoming week. You guys going to homecoming, or are you just going to the
sir.
game, or is it just a celebration of football Friday night like me? That's all I'm doing.
I think that's all it's gonna be for me too.
This is my guy right here. Let's go.
I will be attending homecoming.
Good deal. Hey, so let's talk about maybe some players or teams that have influenced you, favorite guys you like to watch. Could be college or pro, or favorite team. Reyes, we'll start with you.
So when I really think about just linemen in general, I really like just Trent Williams' mentality when he's on that line. He's out there. He's ready to hit someone. He's ready to hurt someone. And then I also like Will Campbell's dedication to the game, his craft, and how he plays and presents himself.
These guys are mean,
Yes.
too. Azai, how about you?
I'd have to go Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
He's pretty straps. And I'd probably do Travis Hunter too, just because, I don't know, he's just pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and Travis Hunter's one of those guys that that plays both ways, and that's something that you have done as well. You know, played some corner and a receiver, just making plays on both sides of the ball. So that's great. So as you guys know, this show's brought to us by Dion's. So let's go over what your Dion's order is. I'll start to you. I'll start with you. What do you like from Dion's?
I like the pepperoni pizza, and then the sweet tea. My favorite
Sweet
from
tea.
there.
That's the first sweet tea of the year.
Really?
Let's go. There we go. Nice. Reyes, how about you?
You already know,
Is there enough on the menu for you?
Well, I like everything. So, I got to get that carnivore. The carnivore is my favorite with the lemonade.
You got to get the 250 grams of protein.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
There it
absolutely.
is. What about ranch? You guys ranch guys, salad guys?
I like their ranch. Their ranch is pretty good.
Ranch.
Okay. Well, Reyes, hold up that ranch there. Doug will zoom in on it there. Look at that. We got Dion's Ranch. Reyes is going to run off with that, and then Isaiah is going to run off with the sweet tea later. All right. So luckily for you guys, we have some pepperoni pizza here. There we go. So Goddard Rocket Football homecoming week. Gadsden coming into town, 6 o'clock Friday night. Give us a roll blue.
Roll blue.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
Welcome back to the Goddard Rocket pregame show. Now time for your player spotlight.
My name's Victor Garcia. I'm a junior.
Player spotlight is started up automatically.
There you go. Yeah, we're doing masters now. So master.
We got a new cable, so we could do it right.
Okay. And then one and two still.
1 and 2 and 3 is the shoutouts.
Can we go check to see if there's any?
Hey, if there's a bottle of water, will you grab me one?
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Goddard Rocket pregame show. Now time for your player spotlight.
My name's Victor Garcia. I'm a junior. I play punter and defensive end, and I just want to give a big shout out to my parents. And then my favorite subject is school is math, and my favorite thing about being a Rocket is the discipline that comes out of it and the people that you meet and the brotherhood that you build.
My name is Jacob Conyers. I'm a sophomore. I play will linebacker. I just want to say, love you, Mom, love you, Dad. My favorite subject in school is history. My favorite thing about being a Rocket is the intensity we bring as a team.
My name is Jacob Madrid. I'm a sophomore. I play offensive guard. Love you, Mom, love you, Dad. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Rocket is being able to play with my brothers and have cherished times with them.
My name is JJ Guzman. I'm a senior, class of 2026. My position, I play center in the O-line. I'd like to shout out my parents, Joel Guzman and Millie Guzman. I wouldn't be there without them, supporting me through all my life. Favorite subject, gotta be football. How do I tell you? Favorite thing about being a Rocket is, just being able to go into the field with my brothers, like having a good time, going through a season, making memories, something I can remember with them. And, just imagine having a bad day and you can just go there and be you, be happy.
My name is Joe Ray Ceballos. I'm a senior in class of 2026. I'd like to shout out my parents, Angela Ceballos and Lynn Hidalgo. And my favorite subject is financial literacy with Miss Navad, goated teacher. My favorite thing about being a Rocket is being able to build a bond with everyone on the team and just being able to have fun with everyone.
My name is Christian Likens Acosta. I'm the class of 28. I'm a sophomore. I play offensive guard. I'd like to shout out my mom, Sherry Likens. I wouldn't be here without her. My favorite subject is sports medicine. My favorite thing about being a Rocket is probably having a lot of fun with my guys.
That's your Gotta Rocket Player Spotlight. Pregame show continues right after this.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Attention high school students and parents. Now is the time to make your plans to come visit the most affordable university in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University. ENMU is hosting our annual High School Open House Preview Day on Saturday, October 18th. Come learn about scholarships, discover majors, talk with current students and faculty, and win some great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Check out some of the savings during the end of summer bonanza this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select varieties of Chobani Greek yogurt are 4 for $5, and select boxes of 4-count Hot Pockets are 2 for $8. In produce, large juicy cantaloupes are 99 cents each, and large green bell peppers are 3 for 99 cents. In the meat department, whole boneless pork loins and family packs of boneless skinless chicken thighs are both $1.99 a pound. These are just some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
All right. Welcome. Here we go. We are live, Roswell, New Mexico. World famous Wool Bowl.
Can we use one? No, I can't reach it with the remote. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Coach, we have Gadsden today at Goddard. A really, really good matchup today for Class 5A football here in New Mexico at the Wool Bowl. We have Gadsden coming in ranked 20th overall in the state and number 4 in Class 5A, and your Goddard Rockets coming in at number 5 in Class 5A and the number 28 team overall. So a really, really good matchup with a lot of playoff implications, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, you said it, number 4 against number 5, so a huge regular season game here at the Wool Bowl and big playoff seeding implications as well. I mean, Coach, obviously both these are two good football teams. They're both going to make the playoffs, and this one will go a long way in kind of shaking out those seeds later on. Also, you know, I mean, there's a lot of games left to play, but if it came down to it, this head-to-head matchup will help with the seeds later on. Homecoming here for Goddard High School. So we just had a great week. A different theme every day. Kids dressing up, having a good time. So those festivities will continue tonight. We'll get the homecoming ceremonies at halftime. The band will get it going. Cheerleaders, dance team. We're going to have fun tonight. I'm Coach Deck, joined as always by my friend Coach Roybal. Gadsden, Goddard, and Coach Gadsden. They've been a good football team over the past few years, and this year a little more run-oriented. So watching film of them and talking to the coaches, they're going to bring a pretty tough rushing attack in here.
Yeah, Coach, they a resurgence of football for the Gadsden Panthers. You know, they were a doormat, putting it nicely, Coach, for a while. In football, they were in the highest Class 6A. They were able to move down a few years ago to Class 5A, and in doing so, they've been able to build a good football program, and they've had some good success the last few years. You know, they were a top 5 seed last year, and as we mentioned, they're number 4 in the state right now, and they played Artesia pretty tough last week, 35-7, and Artesia the past couple of years and this year included usually beat teams in Class 5A by about 50 points. You know what I mean? If it's not Roswell High or Goddard, so Gadsden gave up a pretty good fight, so they're a good football team, and we're expecting a really, really good football game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and Gadsden coming in 4-1. You mentioned that game. They had a big win over Mayfield and Chaparral. Chaparral, a lot better team this year as well. So Goddard is out of the locker room, getting ready to run on the field. They're going to run through the nice tarp down there, the cheerleaders, dance team, the student section down there, and here we go. Goddard is out. And Coach, out of all the pregame festivities, I'm always impressed by the flag girls going on that 75-yard sprint there, carrying those flags. Perfect.
Because that is a very, very good point. You gotta love the pageantry of high school football, and that is something that is often overlooked, but that flag gets pretty heavy, especially running in the wind, and you're right, Coach, that's a 75-yard sprint down the sideline leading the way, and if you go too slow, you're going to get trampled by some football boys, so they got to have some speed, Coach, and, you got to love it, so shout out to Becky Blanco and her girls. I see, I know one for sure, Mia Sanchez, another one, Savannah Carbajal, a couple of senior Rocket cheerleaders out there tonight, so, yeah, shout out to those cheerleaders, Coach. Not an easy thing to do, and they make it look easy.
You mentioned the pageantry of Friday Night Lights. You just got to love it. There's really just nothing better. And hopefully you're already watching. If you are, you know this, but the kickoff moved up to 6 o'clock tonight, so 6 o'clock start here, Roswell, New Mexico, and maybe some weather in the area later on, and then with Gadsden making such a long trip from Anthony, New Mexico, kind of best for everyone just to go ahead and kick this off early, and so might have a little bit of a late arriving crowd, kind of depending on how that goes with the early start, but
it just gives us more time to go to Buffalo Wild Wings after, Coach.
That's it, Coach.
There's a Friday night football game, Virginia and Florida State. Florida State. Shout out to my buddy Rick Granado, big Florida State fan. They're having a resurgent year, but Virginia was giving them all they can handle when I left the house, Coach.
Sorry, did you say chicken wings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Coach, there'll be a good slate of high school action and then college football as well. Homecoming, Roswell, New Mexico. Let us know you're watching.
And then Goddard receiving the kickoff, Coach.
Will receive to open the game.
And then we won't be able to give you scores for a while. There aren't many 6 o'clock kickoff games tonight, just looking at the scoreboard, Coach.
Yep, we are the only game in town right now. So, and Coach, an absolutely beautiful, perfect weather here in Roswell.
So,
and look at that flag. You couldn't. That's negative wind, I think. That is less than 0 wind. Just an absolutely beautiful Friday evening.
So all that means, Coach, is that we should be on the golf course right now.
Yeah.
And Coach, Roswell High is going to play at 6 also. They're making the long trek over to Santa Teresa, the same trek that Goddard made a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully it doesn't rain the whole time on them and they get a lightning delay.
So Gadsden will kick off from their right hash, and then they will have 6 to the field. Back deep for Goddard, you have Kyle Mosquita and some other guys here will get it. 6 o'clock, Friday night lights, and all is right in the world. Gadsden kicks it deep to Goddard. Hunter going to go over and try to track that one down. He's going to pick it up on the 1, trying to bounce it out to the right side, looking for a block. Little hesitation. He's still up, though. Breaks another tackle. Coach, he's only going to get out to the 14-yard line, but slippery from Isaiah.
And, Coach, only got up to the 14, but, one of the players that can make something happen, so you appreciate him taking that chance because sometimes he's going to pop that for 6, Coach.
It'll be interesting to see if maybe he gets some more looks on offense with Jose Porras out tonight. Definitely dangerous with the ball in his hands, and he's also a part of our player spotlight this week. So that aired before the game, so you can go and watch that on archive later. Coach Isaiah and Reyes Nunez put on a show, as you can imagine, for the player spotlight. So tune in, watch those guys. Goddard, 1st and 10 on the right hash on their own 14-yard line. Going to come out in a twins look to the right. Wing and split to the left. Montoya gets the start at quarterback. Ariano, the running back, to his left. Gadsden in a 3-man front. Here we go. Shotgun snap, going to run a little GT play right up the middle. Ariano hits that. Good gain of 5 yards up to the 19-yard line. Already Goddard trying to establish the running game.
Yeah, just a backside pull, like you said, Coach, with the guard leading the way. And that was Gibbs, picking up about 4 or 5 yards. And, you'll take 4 or 5 yards on the first down play every time, Coach. And we have Isaiah Montoya leading the show today at quarterback on the first drive for the Goddard Rockets.
So 2nd and 5, they're actually going to mark it at the 17-yard line, a little bit shorter than I thought. That is Gibbs, okay.
And we're going to trips left, solid. Coach, gun left.
Montoya going to run a quarterback sweep to the left, has the edge, makes another cut, 1st down, up across the 30, runs over a guy, breaks the tackle up to the 34-yard line. Roll blue. Montoya gets the edge, jukes a guy, brings out the boomstick, picks up a 1st down. Roll blue. Goddard cooking early. Goddard will be on their own 33-yard line, now the left hash. Working north to south for those of you listening on 106.1 La Pantera. All the truckers out there. Goddard, 1st and 10. Lente playing center, hand on the ball, ready to go. It's going to be a trips right, solid with a split to the left. Montoya going to run that GT play again to Gibbs. Good feet in the hole. Breaks a tackle, going to push the pile forward a little bit. Gain of 4 up to the 37. Goddard looking crisp in the run game so far. Real clean on those pulls. And then Brady Gibbs finding good vision behind that guard tackle pull. Got Remy Franco playing left guard. Reyes Nunez left tackle. Mark Grahiola, the right guard, looks like. And then good to see Desmond Secray back at right tackle. Little quick hitch into the boundary. Good catch by Elijah Valdez. Good ball from Montoya. Good snap, good throw and rhythm. Gonna pick up a couple. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 5. So just a 2-yard gain. A good tackle over there by the corner for Gadsden.
And that's good to see Elijah Valdez, coach, getting involved in the game early because, as you mentioned, Jose Porras is out. So with Porras out, one of our biggest weapons, we're going to need people to step up. And Elijah Valdez is a prime candidate for that, Coach.
He has looked good whenever he's got some action in there. He's a bigger kid, Coach. He's physical. So he's a kid that can play some tight end, wing, some H-back for you.
He even got a little quarterback time, Coach, too.
Quarterback lead there, pushing the pile.
Yes,
Push
we got
the
it.
pile
Let's go.
again. Point it, first down. Roll blue. Montoya on the quarterback lead play. And then good job from the O-line. Push the pile, move those chains. 1st and 10, Goddard. Mark it at the 43.
And, Coach, that was just all like will and want to by the whole team, you know what I mean? That's the kind of attitude you want by your football team. He was a little short, and then the whole offensive line and tight end receiving core went and pushed him forward, Coach, and like you said, first down Rockets.
And Montoya driving those legs, Coach, pulling those railroad ties, picks up the first down. 8:21 and counting. Goddard cooking here, 2 early first downs.
Coach,
looking good running the football.
Speaking of cooking, shout out to Firehouse Subs, Peter Piper Pizza, and Jersey Mike's for providing food up here in the press box, donating to the community for these high school football games. And, I'm digging right in, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, that Firehouse Subs finally getting open. We'll have to go check that out. Of course, Jersey Mike's as well. And Peter Piper, one of our go-to legendary places in Roswell, always hooking everybody up here. Shout out to Anjanette, too. She gets everybody hooked up. All right, 2nd and 7. Goddard sticking with that GT play. That went to the left there. That was Desmond and Grahiola pulling.
And did Gibbs take it again, Coach?
Did. Gibbs got a 3-yard run on there. So 2nd and 7. Little twins left. Wing and split to the right. Montoya gun left. Sees the blitz. Blitz might change the play. He's going to drop back, throw the quick slant to Castillo. Good catch on the run. Breaks a tackle. Hit the Jets across the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10. Breaks another tackle all the way. Josiah Castillo. House call. Roll blue. Coach, I love that from Isaiah Montoya. Gadsden is in that 3-down look, and so those outside linebackers are actually the defensive ends that have that C gap. And right there, they just walked up, kind of showing pressure pre-snap. And then Montoya saw it, and I don't know if he changed the play, but he knew he had to get rid of it quick. And Castillo with a good slant, Montoya puts it on him, and then makes the first man miss, Coach, and then it is off to the races.
Yeah, Coach,
Castillo.
At the very least, like you said, he recognized it and knew he had to get the ball out quick. He saw that he had one of his best athletes, if not the best athlete on the team with space, and Coach, sure enough, gave it to him in space, and then 54 yards later, Montoya to Castillo touchdown, Coach. Roll blue.
Highlight reel touchdown. Make it 7-0. Goddard on the PAT attempt is good. We'll take a quick timeout. Goddard Rocket football, roll blue.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, we are back. Goddard, a quick 7-0 lead, picking up 3 first downs, running the football. Gibbs on the GT play. Montoya on a big quarterback lead picks up a first down. Another run from Gibbs, and then Montoya slices him up with a quick slant to Castillo, who shows some next level breakaway speed. PAT is good. Make it 7-0 Goddard. Braden McDaniel on for the kickoff here. And, Coach, he's been dangerous on these kickoffs all year. He's a soccer kid, so he can't kick full time here.
But when he's been the kicker, good things have happened. Here we go. McDaniel, he's going to kick this one deep. This is going to, nope, Gadsden's going to run up and grab it. Little middle wedge trying to get to the outside. He's got a little bit of space there. Breaks one tackle and then a good tackle there by number 16, that Ryan Romero, the senior Ryan Romero.
And Coach, that was a really good tackle.
Great job,
that was
Romero there.
A good move right there by that Gadsden Panther number 1.
Ryan kept his contain out there.
Armando Ramirez, number 1. And Coach, just going back to the Castillo touchdown, you said next level play, and not only the breakaway speed, but then to break that tackle at the end, because that DB, that Gadsden Panther DB had a great angle, and Josiah's able to give him a little stiff arm, jump away, and still get into the end zone. Big time play.
So Gadsden going to be in a pistol look, base run up the middle, and they've got a lot of room up the middle. Going to pick up a first down, number 8 for Gadsden, Juan Rios, senior running back. So coaching, just looking at Gadsden here in person, it's kind of a pro look, a tight end with a wing, and then that pistol backfield. And Coach, they look big, look pretty physical, and a big run there on first down and a flag on the play.
Yeah, there was number 8 for Gadsden got up, Coach, and kind of pushed one of the Rockets.
So this will probably be after the play then, personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct. And so the play will count, but then they'll lose 15 yards. So we're back to 1st and 10, Gadsden.
And I will say, Coach, that was a great acting job by us. We fell straight down as if we got shoved hard. It was awesome. Whatever works, Coach, I love it.
Hey, that's LeBron James right there.
That is LeBron James right there, Coach.
All right, so we will essentially replay the down. 1st and 10 on the 35, middle of the field. So Gadsden, the twins to the right, split receiver to the left.
We got a little sniffer back, too, on the right side, don't they, Coach?
So, yeah, whenever we say sniffer, it's going to be essentially a fullback type of position, but they move them around and kind of try to hide them close to the line of scrimmage, usually behind the tackle or right between the tackle and the guard. So whenever we say sniffer, that's what we're talking about.
And we're going to go with the
fullback in simple terms.
A 4-down look on defense, Coach. 2 high safeties.
So same play. They're going to run that just lead play following that fullback out of the pistol look, and that's going to be Rios again.
And then Kyle Mosquita and Taylon Payne coming up with the tackle right there, Coach, for the Goddard Rockets.
Bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 40. Starting for Goddard, you're going to have Jeremiah Sorg at that right defensive end. Bishop playing that big 2-tech in there. And then Levi Viscata next to him. And then Hasiel Perez, number 11. The other defensive end, you're going to have Payne playing that mic. Here we go. Gadsden just going to run that same play, lead up the middle, a lot of space. Breaks another tackle into Goddard territory down to the 35-yard line. So Coach Gadsden's running game, as advertised, looking good.
Yeah, Coach, not getting much resistance right now on the defensive line. He is the Gadsden running back number 8, Juan Rios, is not getting touched until a few yards past the first level. So defensive line's got to do a better job of holding up.
So Rodney Ward is going to check in for Goddard. Another good run from Rios. So it looks like.
And Deegan Gaston with the tackle right there, Coach.
So we said we mentioned Sorg and Perez, Viscata, Bishop, and then Rodney Ward checking in now. You have Payne in there at linebacker, Angel Mesa, Deegan Gaston, Jesus Ortiz at corner, Kyle Mosquita safety, Jordan Chavez safety, and then Isaiah Hunter playing that other safety. So Goddard staying in the 4-down look. And Gadsden will keep running at that. Goddard getting off their blocks quick there. That's Levi Viscata holding that to a minimal gain, going to bring up a 3rd and 1. So Gadsden into Goddard territory on the 27-yard line, 3rd and 2 here. Goddard up 7-0.
And then modern football, coach, you know what I mean? Like modern running game, back in the day it was get all 11 in the box and just, ground and pound. But now spread it out and still running the ball as much as possible. And Gadsden doing a really, really good job. That sniffer back is a really good blocker, coach.
Oh, and there's Rios right up the middle, and he's going to score a touchdown. So it's a pretty creative play. They're pulling the backside guard, but it's kind of a fold. Really, they're folding the the left's guard, and then that sniffer just fits up. So
right there.
It's kind of like a lead fold or lead power play, and
they kind of just.
And then Rios has got some good speed, and they got some big linemen too. They're really just comboing through and paving the way. So make it 7-6 Goddard.
Yeah, between the
PAT pending.
Between the backside puller and the sniffer, coach, they're just opening that door right up there for that running back, and he had a lot of room.
PAT is good. And Goddard's going to get a penalty for jumping over the line, which you can't do. And the PAT is good. So make it 7-7. So both teams quick strike touchdown here. We'll be back for the kickoff. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. For all you truckers out there, roll blue.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, we are back. So Goddard with a quick touchdown strike on their first possession, and then Gadsden quick strike as well. What I think 4 plays, Coach, 4 or 5 plays, all runs with Rios. So physical running game from Gadsden, and they score a touchdown. And we're gonna have to get clarification on what happened with the PAT. Or was that no good, Coach? Or is the scoreboard just...
I thought, Coach, it was good, and we had a penalty, so I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard.
So I believe 7-7. We started checking our notes during the timeout, assuming it was good.
Or as the kids would say right now, Coach, it is 6-7.
It is 6-7. Someone's going to have to explain that to me.
So we will see if... Oh, they got it now, Coach. 7-7.
Okay. All right. So 7-7.
And Gadsden's probably going to punt it from our 40-yard line, I'm assuming, Coach. At least our 45.
And we'll see if they go with the onside kick. I mean,
I
was
just about to say that, Coach.
Whenever you get that 15-yard penalty on a PAT and you get to scoot that kickoff up, I mean, there's different ways to look at it too. You could probably kick it in the end zone and get you a touchback too, which their kicker does have a deep leg, so maybe you just kick it deep and put the other team on the 20, but just sort of depends on your mindset and what you feel that you can best execute. But
and Coach, a couple of shout outs. My good friend, best friend Ricardo Alvidrez watching at home. His son's in the band, Mr. Jaden Alvidrez, Goddard Rocket freshman. So shout out to Ricardo.
Let's go.
Loyal listener, Coach. And also Julian Eaker, JV Rocket football player, Coach. He's always listening and watching. He came and told me in the hallways he's a loyal fan and he finds us very entertaining, Coach. So I said, we appreciate that. We love those kind of comments. So keep watching, Eaker, and better see you here on this varsity field soon, buddy.
Thanks for listening. That's awesome.
And Coach, the Ryder Cup was today. The Europeans served us up pretty good. We're down 5.5 to 2.5. So hopefully America can rise up tomorrow, Coach.
Need to add you to the squad, Coach.
A few more months, Coach.
All right, so Gadsden's going to kick off from the 45.
And shout out to Mags Martinez, Coach. Always playing the hits. Playing the hits. Has me just moving my body over here left to right, as the song was saying, move your body.
I always leave here with something stuck in my head. All right, Gadsden going to kick off 7-7, 4:42 to go first quarter. Going to kick off from the right hash. This is going to be a deep kick, and they're just going to boot that into the end zone. So Gadsden, after the penalty, they just put Goddard back on the 20. Goddard's offense will come back out on the field. This will be Vasquez, the sophomore quarterback, will get his series. Goddard going with a 2-quarterback system this year. Montoya looked great on the first possession, and now Vasquez will get some action. And Coach, he's looked good as well in his playing time. So we'll see
Coach,
what Goddard comes out in here.
Young kid, but really smart, really good arm, and brings a different dynamic to the offense than Montoya. So hard to scheme against if you're a defensive coordinator. And Coach, shout out to the student section, one of the bigger student sections we've seen in a while. They're seeing how good this Goddard Rocket football team is, and they're coming out and supporting. So love that. Keep it up, students.
It's going to be a trips left, gun to the right. Vasquez back there with Gibbs. He was wanting to run option, but running back went one way, quarterback went the other, so a miscommunication there.
And, Coach, that is a very, very that's not a good feeling. When you go to make that pitch and your running back is not there, and either you messed up or he messed up, that's not a good feeling right there.
So Goddard loses 5 back to their 16-yard line. Trips left, so same look, gun to the right. Vasquez in the shotgun. He will take the snap, drop back, going to throw a quick ball to Castillo. Good catch. Gadsden charging in on that quick curl route. Minimal gain, but back to the original spot. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 on the 20-yard line, right hash. Senior number 1, Coach Josiah Castillo. He's been doing it a long time out there for Goddard.
Yes, Coach. Been making plays for 3 years now, and really good athlete. Someone, a vocal point of the offense, and somebody, if I was a defensive coordinator, I would definitely I'd bracket him, Coach.
So trips to the left, one is a wing, split to the right. Vasquez, straight drop back, 3-man rush for Gadsden. Vasquez going to step up in the pocket, throws a little dig right over the middle. Good catch from Valdez on the reach. Coach, I think that's a first down.
Coach, with the reach.
What a reach from Valdez, elite. And good job by the official with that spot, because he was tackled short, and then that last second reach and his knee wasn't down. Big time throw. Vasquez steps up in the pocket, puts it on Valdez. The reach for the first down, rolled blue. Goddard on the 30.
Young sophomore Vasquez going through his progressions, thought about running, and then saw Valdez come open. Good job.
Same formation, going to run a little option to the right. Pitch to Gibbs, drops it, picks it up. Ball almost loose again.
We'll take 5 yards, though.
Yeah, I think Gibbs saw that open field. He was about to hit the Jets, and kind of right before he had the ball totally secured, but he jumps on it. Nice 6-yard gain up to the 37-yard line. All right, twins left, twins right, going to motion to a trips. That's JT Thompson over there. Going to run wide with Gibbs. He has the edge. Look out. Gibbs hits the jet. First down across the 50. Knocked out of bounds in Gadsden territory over the 45. Roll blue. Gibbs, good run. Left side of the line over there doing work. Reyes Nunez. Some syrup on that.
So Gibbs already, Coach, with 35 yards after gaining 18 right there. So that's only on 5 carries, so 7 yards a pop right now every time Gibbs is carrying it. So shout out to that offensive line coach. Lorenzo Lente at center, Reyes Nunez at left tackle. We have Remy Franco, coach, left guard. Who's that right guard, coach?
Grahiola.
Mark Grahiola, and then who's our right tackle tonight?
Desmond Seacray.
And Seacray's back. Good.
It's good to see Seacray back, and going to flip the play, run to the right side. Gibbs gets the edge again. Oh, boomstick activated, coach. Lowers the shoulder.
Yeah, coach. Running
like Derrick Henry out there.
Running with some bad intentions tonight, coach. You got to love it. Offensive line and the receivers doing work on the blocking end. Noah Lujan at receiver, Josiah Castillo.
And Gibbs is saying, feed me. He's hungry. He wants more.
And also big shout out to Josiah Thompson, coach. He's that solid receiver out there setting the edge for us, doing a good job. Little miscommunication right there, Coach.
So Vasquez was throwing the little quick curl route, and Castillo turned it into a slant.
I think he zigged when he was supposed to zag, Coach.
So we're all right. So 2nd and 10. Thompson will be the wing to the left, and then twins to the left, Valdez and Lujan over there. Castillo still split to the right. Gibbs running wide to the left, breaks a tackle, trying to get the edge, runs over a guy. Gibbs, truck stick activated again, roll blue down to Gadsden's 21-yard line. Coach Goddard's pretty well doing what they want in the run game.
So Gadsden, ran the whole time that last drive, scored a touchdown. Goddard said, "Yeah, we can do it too. We have a pretty good running back ourselves." And Brady Gibbs doing work on this drive, Coach.
So we'll get Christian Acosta checked in at left guard. Christian Acosta, another big fan of KSVP. Vasquez is going to throw it up deep for Castillo. Good ball there in the corner. Castillo reached for it, almost came up with a big catch. A little bit long, bring up a 2nd and 10. 7-7 ball game, 1:09 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams scored on their opening drive. Now Goddard cooking again, deep in Gadsden's territory. 6 o'clock kickoff tonight. Coach, beautiful night in Roswell. Couldn't ask for a better one.
No, Coach, yeah, this is great football weather right here. Homecoming, and Coach, we have a lot of guys back. We actually have a lot of guys back from the 95 football team, and we'll mention them here in a little bit. We'll mention them now after that offsides by
on Gadsden.
Vasquez doing a good hard count, but 95 team coach, all football alum for Goddard. We have Craig Baca, Pax Chagnon, Wes Davis, Steve Dodson, Clay Mahan, Justin Stevens, Glenn Thompson, and then Jason Ilaraz. So shout out to the 95 football team alums here at the football game supporting these Rockets, watching Brady Gibbs do work. Oh, but it looks like we're going to have a penalty, Coach, on that one.
It's a good run, but going to come back on the hold. But yeah, Coach, that's from the 95 group, and Coach, all those guys were a part of what most would say probably the golden era of Goddard football, from pretty well the mid-'80s to like mid-2000s or so. Just Goddard, just an
early 2010s,
unprecedented run, and that 95 group was a big part of that. State champions in 1993, went to the state championship game in 1994, which Goddard won that game. A very, very controversial finish in that 94 game. We're going to call it a win up here. But just a legendary group, and great to have those guys back here for homecoming. And
the boys are back in town, Coach. Gotta love it.
Shout out to Coach Bolaños for having all those guys come in. And there's Castillo slant, makes a quick move, breaks a tackle, lowers the shoulder, push the pile, first down inside the 10, roll blue. Castillo again shaken out there.
A really good throw right there by Vasquez. Saw Castillo come open as the ball was in the running back's belly, pulled it and threw a dart over there to Castillo. 17 yards later, 1st and goal for the Rockets from the 10-yard line.
A motion from Lujan across, going to run it up the middle to Gibbs. He's going to break a tackle, almost reach for the goal line, down to the 2-yard line. But yeah, Coach, great to have those former Goddard Rocket legends come and hang out on the field, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we will flip the field. Going to be 2nd and goal for Goddard whenever we come back. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera, Goddard Rocket football, roll blue.
Roll blue.
Make your mark in media sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia area. For a list of opportunities and a chance to join our sales team, log on to pvbcradio.com and apply today.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
All right, we are back. 2nd and goal for Goddard on Gadsden's 3-yard line. Vasquez in the shotgun. Gibbs to his right. Trips left. Lujan motion across. Going to run wide with Gibbs. Christian Acosta going to get a good block on the edge. Got a flag on the play. Let's see what we got. Going to be another hold.
So Coach Gibbs was already on the outside, so if it was a hold, it was away from the play, unneeded, unfortunately.
And that one's big. That's, we were down on the 2-yard line, 3-yard line. That's going to back it up to the 13. So the down marker's wrong. This should be 2nd down, so we'll get to replay the down. So Goddard have to back up here. 2nd and goal from the 13. Twins left, one's a wing. Twins right, going to be motion right to left with Lujan. Vasquez, straight drop back, going to throw a little slant route. There's Castillo, that's easy. Touchdown. Throw those hands up. Roll blue. Castillo putting on a show. The dot from Vasquez. And Coach, the physicality after the catch, impressive.
And Coach, that is another 13 yards, so that puts Josiah Castillo. This is ridiculous. We're only at the start of the 2nd quarter. 4 catches, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns, Coach. Gadsden might want to do something about that, but it's hard because Brady Gibbs is out there running all over them, so they have to, pick their poison, Coach, and Goddard offense taking advantage of that. Coach Bolaños just working it on the play calling right now.
And that's a man's touchdown right there. Physical after the catch. PAT is good. Another flag on the kick. This is going to be roughing the kicker. So now Goddard is going to have an opportunity.
And you know what we say up here when that happens. Kick the onside.
Yep. So Goddard will get bumped up 15 yards on their kickoff. So we'll take a quick timeout. Goddard up 14-7. Kickoff whenever we come back. Roll blue.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we are back. So Goddard, 2 for 2. Both touchdown drives, both PATs good, up 14-7. Both touchdowns going to Josiah Castillo, one of them from Montoya, the second one from Vasquez.
So if you had
both on those in breaking slant routes, Coach, and on the second one he had to break a couple tackles. The first one, house call. Castillo doing work.
So if you had Castillo on your fantasy team, Coach, which I do, and I'm going against Coach Deck, then you're in good shape. So Coach Deck's down big right now.
So Goddard will kick off from Gadsden's territory on the 45-yard line. So we'll see how Goddard plays it now. Braden McDaniel, the soccer star. Could easily blast this out of the back of the end zone, but we'll see what Goddard does. Braden also has some trick shots out there. Gadsden, I think, maybe expecting something. They got some big boys on that front line. Probably bounce one off of them. We're going to go onside kick. Ball's loose.
That was a really good play by that Gadsden Panther front line offensive lineman, number 55. Coach, that would be... we're looking for it. I want to give him a shout-out because that was a good play right there, Coach. Gio Moncayo. Great name and great play right there by Gio. Gio. Good stuff, Gio.
And I love that onside kick right there. And then, Coach, like you said, it was a really good kick and a great recovery. But Gadsden still only is on their own 35-yard line. So Goddard's still in good field position here. So Gadsden had a lot of success running the football. They're going to come out a different formation, trips. Now they're going to motion trips back into that sniffer look. Going to run that same play that they've been doing work on. And their Sorg squeezes that down, pinches hard in that defensive end spot. Sorg, no gain on the play. Well, maybe a slight gain. But so Sorg got tired of that little sniffer lead with that fold. Same formation for Gadsden. It's a pistol backfield. Rios, the tailback.
Just an outside zone play, Coach. And
Goddard flying to the ball all over that one. Deegan Gaston gets the first piece of him. And then Sorg and Perez.
The Bash Brother defensive ends coming and cleaning
him
up.
Off.
But Gaston, Coach, really was the one that made that play right there.
So 3rd and 9 now. Gadsden from their own 36-yard line working that right hash.
And this is exactly
north to south. Going to be a trips to the left look. So this is the first time Gadsden's had a long way to go on 3rd down.
And exactly what we need against a running team, Coach. Make them uncomfortable, make them do something that they don't want to do, which is pass the ball.
Straight drop back, step up in the pocket, going to find Rios out of the backfield. Goddard flies up, big hit there. Minimal gain. That's going to be Angel Mesa and Levi Viscata, I think, or
Mesquita, Coach.
Oh, it was Kyle, yeah. So good job, Kyle.
And Mesa's 27, right, Coach?
24.
24, okay. And that was a really good job by Goddard's linebackers and secondary, Coach. They passed off the receivers who were exchanging zones right there. They tried a little rub route on the left side. Gadsden did. The slot tried to run right at the corner and then have the outside receiver come under, but Goddard was all over it, got good defensive pressure, and able to force them into a 4th down, Coach. So big stop by the Rockets.
Gadsden will punt. Ball skids off the turf. He picks it up. High punt. Isaiah Hunter tracking that
Snake.
one. He says, Snake, get away. Good Goddard
yes!
bounce. A great Goddard bounce all the way back to Goddard's 47. But, Coach, that landed on, like, Goddard's 35.
So that ended
bounced backwards like 12 yards.
Ended up being a net punt of 12 yards right there, Coach. So you got to love it if you're a Rocket fan.
Better go shine up that kicking ball a little better there. That one bounced the wrong way if you're Gadsden. Good bounce for Goddard. So Goddard will take over on our own 47-yard line, left hash, working south to north, up 14-7, 9:31 to go, 2nd quarter. See who is back in at quarterback here. It's going to be Montoya. So Goddard alternating possessions. Montoya got the start. Vasquez the 2nd possession. Both led touchdown drives. Now here's the 3rd for Goddard. Going to be Valdez and Lujan split to the right. Thompson is a wing out there to the right. Castillo split to the left. He's going to move Thompson over to the left. Montoya in the shotgun. Going to run to the left. Cuts it up. Dives forward. Going to pick up 2. It's like maybe it was going to be a quarterback sweep, and then he felt like he had that cutback lane, so good little gain there. Gets 2. Montoya picked up that crucial 1st down on 3rd and long on the first drive using his legs. Is that still lunch, Coach, or is it breakfast?
It's still lunch, Coach. I still need a few more meals.
So dinner for in the second half. Coach Roybal tearing up this concession stand. I'm getting hungry. Montoya, he's going to run off the left side again, breaks a tackle, lowers the shoulder.
We're going to have a hold.
Have another hold, and the flags are out for the hold. Coach, I'm not seeing it.
They're out in abundance, Coach.
Man, looked like a pretty clean hold to run in there. Had some pullers. We're getting off the ball quick. We're beating Gadsden off the snap. There's a lot of space out there. That's our third holding.
Each time, though, Coach, that we've responded with the big plays. Let's see what the Rockets do right here.
And that one's brutal because it was on 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 9, so now it's 2nd and 19. Trips right, Montoya, gun to the right. Throw a little quick curl to Castillo, makes a guy miss. Makes another guy miss, cuts it back, lowers the shoulder. First down into Gadsden territory. Roll Ballou, Castillo, a man amongst boys. Can't tackle him, Coach.
So 21 yards later, Coach, and we said we mentioned that a big play happens after the holding. First down, right back at you. It's the Goddard offense, by land or by sea right now, Coach. They in the air, on the ground, they are moving that ball any way they want.
And Coach Gadsden is, they're playing a safety over the top of Castillo. Really they're kind of giving us that short throw, but they're not able to come up and tackle, and that's Castillo just being a man out there right now. Trips right, going to run 18 option to the right, fakes the pitch. Montoya cuts it up, going to pick up 3.
And I know he only picked up a couple, Coach, but that's the decision you want right there by Montoya. Next time, they're not going to play the running back as much, and he'll make that pitch, and we're going to pick up a lot of yards. So Montoya running pretty well right there, making the right choice on that 18 option.
So got one player a little banged up for Gadsden out there. We will keep it here. Goddard up 14-7, 7:34 to go, second quarter. Homecoming, Roswell, New Mexico. Beautiful night for football. Gadsden, the 4th-ranked team in the state. Goddard, the 5th-ranked team in the state, so huge matchup. And Goddard so far with a 14-7 lead and the ball in Gadsden territory. Like we said, homecoming, so stick around for all the halftime festivities. Coach mentioned the guys from the 1995 Goddard Rocket football team, one of the great eras of Goddard football. State champions in 91, 93, 97.
And those were they also teammates of Coach Bolaños, Coach, most of those guys?
I know Coach Whalen is listening somewhere right now, mad about the 1994 state championship that we should have had. Painful. But again, went to the state championship in 94. Also just an unbelievable run there for these guys, and good to see them out there.
I'll let you know when you're not.
Pregame Rocket alumni. There's Montoya fighting for extra yards again. Coach, 6 guys from Gadsden had him wrapped up, and he was still pushing the pile.
For the Panthers, number 22 and
State championship for Goddard in 1989 as well. Went back-to-back in 2008 and 2009. And then the one lone undefeated state championship year, 2012. And then, Coach, a whole host of runner-up finishes as well. Just the tradition here for Goddard Rocket football is not matched. And
then the most impressive thing,
so many memories and players from all the eras.
And the most impressive thing, Coach, is a lot of those championships in the 90s were at the highest classification, with being the smallest enrollment in that class.
Montoya straight drop back. Oh, good patience. He's going to find Thompson. Off to the races, breaks a tackle inside the 10. First and goal, Goddard. How about Montoya surveying the field? And then Thompson runs that little deep over route and leaks out into the boundary there. Montoya on the money. Coach, how about Thompson, the catch and run?
And then big shout out to the offensive line. Montoya had all day out there, Coach.
Yep.
Your Brindle quarterback could have made that throw with how much time he had. And then Montoya just surveying the field, not getting in a rush. Has great legs, but didn't just decide to pull it. Just pull it and run it after not seeing his first and second read open. And good patience pays off. 28 yards later, first and goal for the Rockets from the 8. And we're going to toss it to Gibbs. Coach, get under center. He's going to drag a few Panthers for about 3 yards, get down to the 5-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, both guards pulling there on that toss.
It's a beautiful thing to see a double guard pull toss play, Coach. It's a beautiful thing. And then another shout-out, Coach. My cousin, Sonny Duran, another former Goddard Rocket, is watching the game at home. So shout-out to Sonny, another loyal listener. You guys are listening at home, let us know. We love to give shout-outs.
Heck yeah, roll
especially
blue.
To the former Goddard Rockets.
So Twins left and a heavy look to the right with a tight end and a wing and a pull. Right tackle, left guard, Gibbs bounces that one. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, throw those hands up, roll blue. Offensive line doing work, and then Gibbs, the great vision, bounces it, hits the Jets.
And then,
right over the pylon, make it 20-7, PAT pending.
We had to wait a second, survey the field, make sure there wasn't a flag before we made that touchdown call. And then, Coach, we had homecoming today. A big shout out to Goddard football player Victor Castaneda winning the junior homecoming prince. Miss Holloway and Miss Franco, really support these kids, and wanted me to make sure he got a shout out. So shout out to Victor Castaneda for winning that, and also shout out to Mrs. Holloway and Mrs. Franco for being so supportive of all these kids at Goddard High School. They're definitely lucky to have you all.
Yeah, Coach, and the homecoming week, there's just so many great things going on. It's just a fun week, and everyone, staff at Goddard just supporting the kids, and they had fun, and that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's what high school's about, and these kids now at the game having a good time. And Coach, we're having a good time, up 21-7. We forgot to take a commercial break, so we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back for the kickoff. Goddard up 21-7. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
September Super Savings.
All right, we are back. McDaniel with the deep kickoff up the middle. Gadsden going to bounce this to the left side, breaks a tackle, and then a big hit from Castillo. He's doing it all out there, Coach. KOR with a big tackle. Josiah.
You don't want your safety on the kickoff to have to make the tackle, but Castillo was more than up for the job when it came. So good job right there by Castillo.
So Goddard's defense would be looking for a quick stop here. Up 21-7. Gadsden needs to answer the way Goddard's offense is playing. Going to be a Twins right, sniffer right, and a little RPO action, fake the run, pull it, throw a quick slant out there. Going to be a 9-yard gain. Complete to number 10, Matthew Rubio, sophomore receiver.
Jordan Chavez, coach, and then number 27, Angel Mesa on the tackle.
And the quarterback for Gadsden, Ethan Morales, showing making a good read there on that RPO.
Oh, I'm sorry, coach. Number 27, Jesus Ortiz.
Gadsden going to run that little fold play to the left, and there goes Rios off to the races. Deegan gets a hold of his shirt, slows him down, and then Goddard tackles him, but not after a big gain down to Goddard's 33-yard line. Coach Rios is a good player, and Gadsden's offensive line, they are big, and they got that little pull lead scheme. It's not a complete pull. He's folding. He's pulling and then turning up quick in A gap, looks like.
And Goddard sticking with that 4-down look, just bringing the safeties up a little more, though.
Physical from Goddard's defense there. Payne is in there. Bishop, Viscata, Sorg, Perez.
A host of Rockets coming up with tackle, and big physical runner by the Gadsden Panthers, number 8, Juan Rios.
Oh, Goddard all over that one. Angel Mesa, the first one there. Hunter Bishop doing work there. Coach got off his block quick. He's in there on the tackle. Good job, Bishop.
You know, big time on this drive. Bishop making 2 big plays, and that's what we're going to need. Someone to stuff that A gap in there, Coach, because that's what Gadsden's been attacking this whole time. So again, we're going 4 down, bringing those safeties up, though, and they're going to drop back and pass it to the left side. They're going to pick up the first down, Coach.
Oh, his helmet comes off.
And he's still carrying Goddard Rockets, Coach.
That's number 5, Dion Torres for Gadsden. So first and goal, Gadsden, and Coach, their RPO game looking pretty good here. So they put the ball in the running back's belly, make a read, pull it out. It may not necessarily be a read, might be a true play action. A lot of people say RPO, but really just a play action most of the time. Looked like an RPO there. This is going to be a base run there up the middle to Rios. Good job, Goddard's defensive line wadding that up. Hunter Bishop again, kind of clogging that middle, Coach.
Yeah, Hunter Bishop just doing his job, 2-gapping it, then making a play once he sees where the running back's going. Another Coach Goddard Rocket, former great Goddard Rocket football player, Elijah Romero, tuned in, checking out his brother, number 25, Ryan Romero. Hopefully watch these Goddard Rockets get a stop right here, Coach.
Elijah Romero, big baller for Goddard. Roll blue. All right, 2nd and goal, Gadsden. Be a timeout on the play. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. When we come back, Gadsden 2nd and goal. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. For all you truckers out there, roll blue.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, we are back. So timeout from Gadsden. They're going to have a 2nd and goal. Goddard up 21-7. 1:47 to go, 2nd quarter. Shout out to Coach V last week covering for us down in Lovington. Making the road trip down there.
Calls Goddard Rocket Baseball also, does a good job with that, and did a great job last week covering for us, Coach, since Lovington didn't have an elevator for me to go up.
Gadsden, he's going to keep it bootleg
that
to
was
the
beautiful.
right, and that's going to be a touchdown. So they fake that run that they've had success with, and it's just a little bootleg to the right, a little sprint right. And then Torres leaks out to the right And then Morales hits him, touchdown. So make it 21-13, Goddard.
That was just good complimentary football right there, Coach. You know, they had a play just set up that was set up by another play, and then easy touchdown for the Panthers, but left the Goddard Rockets with the 142. And the way Goddard's been operating on offense, I think we're going to get another score, Coach.
PAT kick is good. Make it 21-14 Goddard. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this second half. Goddard going to get the ball, try to drive, make a two-score lead. Roll blue.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, we are back. Gadsden with a good touchdown drive cuts into Goddard's lead, but Goddard's still up 21-14. Kickoff pending, 1:42 to go, second quarter. Halftime show coming up. Homecoming court coming up. The coaches show and the player spotlight with me and the boys, that aired before the game. So during halftime, they're going to play the homecoming court, like I said, and the band and all that stuff. So coaches show, player spotlight, you have to catch that on the archive. Played before the game if you missed it. Gadsden will kick this deep. They're going to work from their left hash with 6 to the right, 4 to the left. And they're going to kick this deep.
Goddard going with the 5-3-2-1 alignment. It looks like Hunter's going to get it, Coach.
He's going to get it. Dangerous. Look at that. Dangerous. Up to the 40. Oh, and he fights hard, breaks another tackle. Look at Isaiah go. How about that cut and speed?
Coach, he's got some speed for sure.
Isaiah with the juice out there. Good kickoff return. Has Goddard in good field position on our own 43-yard line. And Coach Hunter's one of those players, you know, he's played a lot of good corner this year. He has a lot of experience on the offensive side as well. He is dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Definitely, Coach. Exciting player to have the ball in his hands. We've seen him make tons of plays. You know, last year, I remember vividly the Lovington game in the playoffs. He broke 5 or 6 tackles and took it 80 yards to the house. So, you know, someone that we've seen make big plays.
All right, little heavy tight end wing to the left. Going to pull everybody, trying to run wide. Gibbs breaks a tackle. Going to pick up a couple yards.
And like you said, Coach, we pulled everybody. I love that.
Yeah, it's like kind of a buck sweep look, pulling everybody and then trying to get wide. Student body left in the old school football terms. Little spike lead up the middle. Thought maybe a face mask on Gadsden, but no. So there the wing spiked inside, lead play, good looking play, but Gadsden does a pretty good job with that one. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Goddard from their 48-yard line. Clock is running here, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action, nope, going to run it wide with Gibbs, and then we'll see if Goddard takes a timeout or Gadsden takes a timeout. Gadsden might take one, try to force this punt.
Gibbs on the carry, takes the ball to midfield. Gibbs right now by number 44,
So I thought somebody called a timeout, not sure who. It's going to be 4th down for Goddard right on the 50. So Goddard will have to punt. But I'm not sure who called the timeout, so we'll take a really quick timeout as well. We'll be back for the last couple plays here in the first half. Goddard up 21-14, roll blue.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by
All right, we are back. So 4th down and 3 for Goddard, right square on the 50-yard line. Goddard will have to punt here, presumably. Maybe make him try to jump off sides. Maybe just go for it. We'll see. There's only 23 seconds left. If Goddard doesn't get it, Gadsden can be in a position.
Looks like some high drama, Coach. We're going for it.
Vasquez in there, and he's got the hard count, Coach. That might be what we're trying to do. And it's going to be a false start on it. So that is what we were trying to do. We were trying to get Gadsden to jump, and the official was saying false start on us. I didn't see a false start.
I didn't see anybody move.
We didn't move.
And we're gonna punt.
Coach, I don't understand the false start, but either way, it looked like Gadsden was all over the hard count there. They were holding their water pretty good. So Goddard will punt now with 23 seconds to go in the first half, up 21-14. Got to execute this punt here. Good snap, good catch, Vasquez. Good high punt. Gets the Gadsden bounce. Goddard will catch that, down it, right at the 34-yard line. So 13 seconds left.
And Coach, a former Roswell Coyote, Armando Ortega, who has a child, Melo Ortega, that goes to Goddard, plays baseball, a great lefty pitcher, pointed out, like, you're putting me on blast for eating everything, Coach. I have to eat everything, though. It's good up here. So shout out to Armando and shout out to his kid, Mello, a big baller, left-handed pitcher for the Goddard Rocket baseball teams for Coach Alvarado.
Heck yeah.
That baseball team coached last year, young team, and went all the way to the semis. So expect some good things in the next couple of years from the Goddard Rocket baseball team. Coach Alvarado always does a great job with those boys. And here we go, Coach. Gadsden has 13 seconds left. See what they can do. They're going to go with the trips left. Trips right look, pistol, and they're going to drop back and pass it. They're going to go with a little wheel concept on the right side, but
sack.
Goddard all over it.
Haciel, give him another sack, Coach, big time. And Gadsden will just let the clock roll out. So Haciel, expecting pass, brings a big-time move, ends the first half with a sack. Goddard up 21-14 into the locker room. And, Coach, I'm not hating. I'm just hungry. Now I get to go eat.
That's right.
Now I get to go eat at halftime, hopefully.
Now it's your turn, Coach, but it's going to be my third turn to eat.
So 20 minutes on the clock once both teams get into the locker room, and then stick around all the homecoming court, the band. Everybody's going to have a good time down there. Goddard up 21-14. KSVPTV.com. 106.1 La Pantera out there. Our guy Doug producing. Roll Blue.
Roll Blue.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Didn't even look left and right. This is the happen. This is a 15-year-old daughter of Christian Joseph Smith and Kelly Dahl. Return activities include basketball, soccer, work. They didn't go downfield. He worked fine. She plans to Texas Tech. Yeah, you're part of the applause for yourself. Get the goals to Your junior prince is Victor Castaneda. Victor is the 17-year-old son of Victor and Jose Castaneda. His activities include football and playing echo. He currently holds above a 3.2 GPA, and he plans to attend college and become a physical therapist. Big round of applause for your junior prince, Victor Castaneda. Your junior princess is Nalani Monroy. Nalani is the 16-year-old daughter of Samuel and Hilda Monroy. Her current activities include varsity cheerleading, hanging out with friends and family. She maintains above a 3.5 GPA, and she plans to attend college to become a nurse. Please present the junior princess, Nalani Monroy. Your senior prince is Ezekiel Barola. Ezekiel is the 18-year-old son of Robert and Anna Barola. His current activities include basketball, golf, and church youth. He is a member of National Honor Society and attains a 4.0 GPA. He plans to attend the Air Force Academy and study anesthesiology. A big round of applause for your senior prince, Ezekiel Barola.
It's the same guys that have been
your senior princess, Cecilia Vandenberg. Cecilia is the 17-year-old daughter of John and Josephine Vandenberg. She has been a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. She is a member of Honor Society. She enjoys going to church and spending time with kids. She has been a 4.0 GPA honor roll student all 4 years and received a character counselor award. She plans to attend Texas Tech University and major in nursing. Big round of applause for your senior princess, Cecilia Vandenberg. Your 2025 homecoming king is Brady Gibbs. Brady is the 17-year-old son of Russell Gibbs and Brittany Ronheimer. He currently includes playing football and going to church. His future plans include being happy and going to trade school. A big round of applause for your homecoming king, Brady Gibbs. And we are pleased to present your 2025 homecoming queen, Kayleanne Reese. Kayleanne is the 17-year-old daughter of Marvin Reese and Sarah Owens. Her activities include being a rockette dancer, a member of Honor Society, and attending church. She has been on the 4.0 honor roll all 4 years of high school. She plans to attend Texas Tech to become a pediatric dentist. Let's give a big round of applause for our homecoming queen, Kayleanne Reese. And let's give another big round of applause for the Goddard High School 2025 homecoming queen. Next up for the halftime entertainment is the Goddard High School Big Blue Crew Marching Band. our high school marching band gets set up for their halftime show, the Remembering, I'd like to recognize a few of our gold sponsors. Richland Motors Chevrolet GMC, Sugar Coated Nail and Ink Studio, Dynamic Cleaning Services, Roswell Space Toy Museum, Payne Electric, Fuller Supply Company, Sanders Law Firm, American Oxygen, Rhodes Company, Roswell Nissan, Farmers Country Market, Sparring Company, Geely's Cafe, Warren and Barbara Yell, Roots and Consulting LLC, Trip Keys Plumbing LLC, Jamie Joyce, Paul and Denise Purtle, EJL Construction LLC, McDaniel Home Solutions, Do Right Roofing, Klein Mechanical Solutions, Inspirations Unlimited, the Dosher Family, Kevin O'Grady, Generations of Learning. Guys, the Big Recruit is proud to present their 2025 competition show, The Remembering, featuring music by Randall Sanders. Big Recruit on the field direction, drum major Galloway Medina. Drum major, is your band ready? You may now take the field for your halftime performance. kickoff. That guy, here's the man. Thank you. Big recruiting traveling to Albuquerque tomorrow to participate in the Mexico Pageant Band. High School Big Crew would like to finish thanking our gold sponsors, EJL Construction LLC, McDaniel Home Solutions, Do Right Roofing, Prime Mechanical Solutions, Inspirations Unlimited, The Dozier Family, Kevin O'Grady, Generations of Learning, Regenerate Coffee Company, Eclectic.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Make your mark in media sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia area. For a list of opportunities and a chance to join our sales team, log on to pvbcradio.com and apply today.
September Super Savings at National Furniture Liquidators. Super savings throughout the store, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Big savings like an Ashley sofa, $298, 5-piece bedroom, $597, a queen-size mattress, $198, a TV stand with fireplace, just $397, or a 5-piece pub set, $297, and more. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection, nobody beats Shorty.
All right, and we are back from the Wool Bowl Friday Night Lights. Your Goddard Rockets up 21-14 over the Gadsden Panthers. Offensively, the Rockets putting on a show so far. Nate Vasquez with 44 passing yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Montoya with 103 passing yards and a touchdown. Brady Gibbs, 87 yards rushing and a touchdown. Josiah Castillo, 109 receiving yards on 5 catches and 2 touchdowns. So Goddard showing out tonight, and the only thing that could stop the Rockets' offense tonight was the scoreboard. That first half ended with the Goddard Rockets, having minimal time to try to do something. So, and the defense got a big stop against Gadsden and then converted that stop into points, and that's the difference in the ball game so far. As we said, a 4 versus 5 matchup. The Gadsden Panthers coming in at number 4, Goddard Rockets at number 5 in Class 5A, and the Rockets doing what they want so far offensively and managed to get a good stop defensively for the lead. Over in Santa Teresa, the Roswell Coyotes had a 35-0 lead at the last check. That game also started at 6 p.m. And, homecoming night, lots of people here in the crowd. You'd love to see a lot of people supporting the Goddard Rockets tonight. And just looking at scores, we have Fort Sumner with good old Coach Coulter Lewis, former Goddard Rocket coach. They're up 14-0. And then Artesia is up on Lovington 7-0 in the first quarter. That's a 1-3 matchup in Class 5A. So a couple of top 5 matchups in Class 5A tonight in southeastern New Mexico. Nimi is up 14-0 on Socorro. Tatum up 22-0 on Hagerman Lake Arthur Co-op. Highland up 6-0 on Valley. Mayfield up 7-0 on Deming. Deming still looking for their first win, if I'm not mistaken. Melrose beating Mesilla Valley Christian School, coached by former Goddard Rocket legend Jake Caldwell. So lots of good football games going on tonight. And Goddard Rockets looking to get a huge win tonight. This would, cement Goddard's status as one of the top teams in 5A. I feel like they're like that regardless, but getting this win over a top 5 team, a team that gave Artesia a little bit of problems last week, is definitely gonna boost Goddard's resume. So again, if you're watching, shoot us a text, shoot us a message. We'll give you a shout out. Love to hear where the listeners and viewers are tuning in from. And we're about to get ready to kick it off, Coach. We have homecoming tonight, and it's the theme for the game is neon. That's how I know I'm getting a little older. All this neon color is hurting my eyes a little bit, Coach. So,
sorry, Coach. It's hard to put your headset on when you're trying to eat so much food here.
See, Coach, that's like you gotta have the skills like me. When you eat so much, you're just used to it. You just move it a little bit and wham, bam.
I'm on my third course here.
I think I finally got full. And then, Coach, tomorrow we have the soccer team, Coach Sosa's girls soccer team, starting district against Artesia. That'll be a big, big game for them. So good luck to Coach Sosa. We heard volleyball did really good today in pool play over in Portales. So shout out to the volleyball team. Hopefully tomorrow they can take home the victory, the tournament championship in Portales before they head to Albuquerque next week. So lots of happenings going on at Goddard High School right now, Coach. And then Goddard's going to kick off this second half. We received the kickoff to start off the game, so big drive to start off this half, Coach. This could dictate the rest of the game. Goddard get to stop, get to score. Could be smooth sailing, but if Gadsden comes in, gets a score, we're in for a battle the rest of the night. So huge implications on this drive, Coach.
Yeah, Coach. Goddard had that 2-score lead. Gadsden with the late touchdown. And you said it. This opening drive is always critical, but especially in this game here, Gadsden a chance to go down and tie the game. Goddard get a stop and try to extend their lead. Here we go. All is right in the world. Braden McDaniel, second half kickoff. Never mind.
We're going to get an offsides, Coach, by the Rockets over on the right side. So take us back 5 yards, and Braden McDaniel gets another chance to show off that leg.
That jalapeno and pepperoni pizza hit hard there. That's good.
Yeah, Coach, I had the jalapeno and pepperoni and the green chili and pepperoni, and, you know, can't go wrong with either, especially from good old Peter Piper's. And make sure you tune in next week to KSVP. We have the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. We always do a good job of covering that, covering the 4-H and ag shows out there, Coach.
That's usually Tanner Todd goes out and does that, Coach.
Tanner Todd, I want to hear him commentate it this year, Coach.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to be there all week.
Doug
will be out there.
Doug Hazel's going to be out there. So, Doug, we want to hear you commentate next week. If you hear somebody cheering you on, Doug, just know that Coach Roybal and Coach Deck probably made their way out there.
Right on, man.
All right, so we're finally going to get a kickoff.
And the ball went out of bounds, Coach, so we'll see what Gadsden wants to do. And Gadsden's going to get the ball at the 40-yard line. They're going to come out with the doubles look. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. With the gun left look, Goddard with the four down, cover 2 look. Going to go with a little motion and fake it, and quarterback going to keep it. He's brought down by Jeremiah Sorg for a tackle for loss. Big time play to start off the second half by Jeremiah Sorg. So tackle for loss, solo tackle right there. Jeremiah Sorg going to bring up a 2nd and 16. Like we said, this is what you want to do with Gadsden. Put them in uncomfortable situations, and put them in spots they don't want to be in. They don't want to throw the ball on 3rd and long, but that's what they're going to have to do after Goddard makes a good stop right there after about 3 yards. So 3rd and 12 coming up for Gadsden.
Yeah, Coach, and that's been their best run of the night, that fold lead play. And Goddard stuffs that one, going to bring up a 3rd and long.
And a good adjustment by the coaches, and a good job coming through is inserting Hunter Bishop in there, Coach, and he's made quite a few tackles, plugging up that A gap. And Goddard going to go with 3-down look right here on this third and long by Gadsden.
Gadsden in the trips look. They're going to roll the quarterback out to his left. Oh, big hit over there. Ball's loose. Jordan Chavez with a hammer. And are they going to call it a completed pass and a fumble or an incomplete pass? That's the discussion. But Jordan Chavez laying the wood, Coach. Roll blue.
Putting his
one of the biggest hits of the year.
Putting his helmet right on the
Coach,
ball, Coach.
That's
I love
clearly
it.
A catch.
No way. They gave him the first down.
What?
How is that possible? How is that possible? He was in the air and the ball flew out of his hands. That's unreal. This is why sometimes I feel like we need robot refs, Coach.
I think we do need them.
Oh my gosh.
It's common sense. I mean, everybody in the stadium saw it.
They just took away the play of the year for Goddard Rocket defense. That was amazing hit right there by Jordan Chavez, jarring the ball loose. Goddard gets the ball, and talk about a game changer too. If Goddard has that ball, goes the other way and scores, it's a 2-score game. So.
And you could tell that they didn't know what happened because they had to meet about it. Nobody knew, and so if you don't know. If you can't make a clear and decisive call, then call the obvious thing, which was a hit and a fumble recovered by Goddard. Gadsden 2nd and 8. There's Talon Payne bringing the pain. TFL loses 4 on the play. Coach Payne's been doing that a long time.
Oh, yeah, same as Castillo, been balling out for the Rockets since his sophomore year, and someone that gets just better and better, Coach. He already has 5 assisted tackles, 1 solo tackle, and a tackle for loss tonight. So Talon Payne doing typical Talon Payne things here on Friday Night Lights.
So another 3rd and long for Gadsden, just short of the 50. It's going to be a trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Morales back there in the pistol with Rios. steps up in the pocket looking to run. He can scramble. Oh, he slides, so this is going to be short. And you got to spot him with where he started the slide, which is about 3 yards to.
At like the 43, not the 40.
Oh, just a horrible spot. Golly. It's still short of the first down. He started the slide, like you said, Coach, literally at the 43, and they're spotting him at the 40. It's a horrible spot. Again, something that everybody in the stadium can clearly see. So 4th and inches now for Gadsden, and they are in the pistol shotgun, going to run it right up the middle, going to pick up a first down. Man, the call's not going Goddard's way right now.
And unfortunate, Coach, because we mentioned this is a big drive and just could have completely swung the momentum if they would have made the correct call on that forced fumble. And
trips left. A little out route to the inside receiver makes a man miss. That's Torres with a catch for Gadsden.
Taylor Payne bringing him down out there, Coach. And Torres made some plays for him. He scored a touchdown for Gadsden earlier and has a few more catches and some big yardage.
Coach, we need an instant replay on that fumble. I want to see what happened on that play.
I don't know if we do, Coach, because if I see it, I might throw this monitor out the window. That was unreal.
That's a mind blown unless we just completely missed something.
Those are the kind of calls you see on a freshman football field, Coach.
Run up the middle to Rios, breaks a tackle, but then Payne slings him down along with Angel Mesa. So Gadsden with the benefit of a couple really questionable calls going their way. One of them was that spot, Coach. Man.
No, yeah, Coach. Like
when the quarterback slides, you mark it with where he started the slide.
If you see it in college and pros, it's always like 3 yards behind where they end up, and right there they gave him the spot where he ended up on the slide. Bootleg action, got it all over it though. All over it. Good pressure right there by Sorg. And then the quarterback throwing his hands up to the referees, wanting to, after the play penalty and not getting it.
And then Deegan Gaston did a good job breaking that pass up down there too, Coach. So going to bring up another 3rd and long. 3rd and 8. 22-yard line at Goddard.
Almost had another hot mic moment, Coach. Were you watching the game yesterday when the Seahawks receiver got a little upset, walked right by the referee as he was making his call out loud and got caught saying something he shouldn't have?
That referee got sassy after that, too.
He gives the look I give to my students when they're not listening, Coach. Get him, Payne.
Scramble, trying to run for it, see where the spot is.
And, Coach, really impressive play. I know the quarterback picked up about 6 yards right there. Maybe 8 yards. He might have got the first down. But Levi Vizcarra running the heel line and making that tackle as a defensive tackle is really impressive. Levi, great effort, great play, buddy. Keep that up.
So Gadsden, another first down, going to be at Goddard's 14-yard line on the right hash. Up 21-14, 6:48 and counting, third quarter. Twins to the left. They're split way to the left, though. Probably maybe a run indicator here. They're going to run it right up the middle.
And Angel Mesa coming up with a big tackle right there, Coach.
Mesa, another one of those Goddard Rocket defenders that, Coach, he's been playing great ball all year.
All year long. We say his name a lot, Coach. He's a big-time player. Oh, Coach, got another shout-out. Former Goddard Rocket student and teacher, Miss Gina Smith. Shout out to Gina out in Tyler, Texas, doing great things. Always tuned in, supporting the Goddard Rockets.
Roll Blue and her kids, of course, came through. Great Goddard Rockets as well.
Good old Jake Smith. So Gadsden going to pick up about 7 right there on that second down. It was 2nd and 8, so 3rd and short right now. And Gadsden's got some big, strong kids, Coach. That number 1 right there, Mr. Armando Ramirez, was dragging some of our Goddard
Really using up the clock, too. 5:30 and running here in the third quarter. This is the opening drive of the second half. Oh, a little missed snap there. That'd be a false start. So that's a big penalty on Gadsden. Back it up.
So big penalty right there for Gadsden, Coach. Was it a snap infraction or a false start?
I think it is one of those everybody moved but the center type of deals. So everyone went, but center didn't snap it.
So there's 10 wrong people, and the center was the only one that was right, is what you're telling me, Coach.
That's right.
So big time penalty against the Panthers right there. Going to go back 5. Going to be a 3rd and 7. They can still get the first down without having to score. So going to be, I think, 4 down territory, Coach. They're going to go for it on 4th down,
I think
for
so
sure.
Too. Bootleg.
Got it all over it this time. That was that same play they scored a touchdown on earlier. But
Deegan, how about that recognition there? Ran it once, but not going to get away with it the second time.
Coach. Not that time.
So critical spot here for Gadsden. I think, like we talked about.
High drama, Coach, at the Wool Bowl.
Going to go for it, right? We'll see. They're thinking about it. You would think they already would have their mind made up going into the 3rd down play, but they're going to have to take a timeout because, well, so they are going to go for it. Here we go, 4th and 4. High drama at the Wool Bowl, and then they're going to have to use a timeout. And those timeouts in a game like this, when you use one early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Coach, this is something you don't want to do, especially in what could be a tight football game.
And this is a big play for sure. But that's one of those that, you know, we had kind of suspected that they probably already had their mind made up going into that 3rd down.
Biggest play of the game, Coach, coming up.
Cheerleaders got their shades on down there, Coach, looking good. Dance team rocking the house.
Oh, Coach, I see former Goddard Rocky great Elijah Kidos down there.
There you go.
Good old Elijah Kidos, him and his brother Devin. Oh, Nathan Reed also down there, Coach.
There you go.
Nathan played for us last year, one of the Bash brothers, now plays for New Mexico Highlands, who's off to an amazing start, Coach. What are they, 3-0 or 4-0?
Yeah.
They won the New Mexico Bowl. They beat Eastern and Western New Mexico, so shout out to Highlands. And then also recruiting local talent, so big time for Highlands that they're doing well with all that New Mexico talent. High drama, Coach. 2x2, sending number 5 in motion. Going to drop back and just try to hit him on the out.
Oh, and it's complete over the middle. Great catch in traffic. Rios. Goddard was all over that, and it was like the 3rd or 4th read. They wanted to hit the motion out. Goddard jumped that or ran with it. Quarterback steps up in the pocket, and Coach had threw it into triple coverage, and Gadsden somehow comes down with it.
And then not only that, Coach, he was under pressure, under duress, rolling out to the left side and still making that throw kind of across his body. So impressive and clutch.
So 1st and goal from the 3. Gadsden still in the shotgun. Going to run it up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown. Torres bounces that to the outside, so 21-20 Goddard. Gadsden a chance to tie it with a PAT, and Coach, a good drive from Gadsden, open up the second half, aided by a couple questionable calls, but they also made some plays too.
Yeah, questionable calls definitely helped them out early, but they capitalized on it, and they made some big plays there, Coach, on that drive, especially there on 4th down. So we're in for a ball game, Coach. They PAT pending, but if they make it 21-21 with 3:59 left in this third quarter, but wouldn't expect anything less from a 4 versus 5 matchup, Coach. Gotta love it.
So PAT is good, 21-21. We'll be back for the kickoff. KSVPTV.com. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Check out some of the savings during the end of summer bonanza this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select varieties of Chobani Greek yogurt are 4 for $5, and select boxes of 4-count Hot Pockets are 2 for $8. In produce, large juicy cantaloupes are 99 cents each, and large green bell peppers are 3 for 99 cents. In the meat department, whole boneless pork loins and family packs of boneless skinless chicken thighs are both $1.99 a pound. These are just some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly, hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, we are back. So Gadsden opening drive touchdown, start the third quarter. Ties up the ball game, 21-21. And Coach, as expected, number 4 versus number 5 in the state. Both teams playing great ball, and it's tied up here. 4 minutes to go in the third. Gadsden will kick off deep to Goddard. Hunter has had some really good returns today. See if they keep kicking deep to him. They are, so Hunter's going to have a good opportunity here. Look out, he is dangerous. Makes another cut, breaks a tackle, spin move. Another flag on the play.
The amount of flags Coach has been.
Boy, I thought maybe we'd get home earlier with the 6 o'clock kickoff, but with the amount of flags they're throwing out there, it'll be a long night.
And I don't know, you guys know that we're very, very biased, but the facts are the facts, and we are definitely getting called for way more penalties than them, and I just think that we're both kind of doing the same things, Coach, and we're getting caught more, I guess.
Yeah, and for me, I think this is a separate rant. I think football and sports in general is just over officiated at this point.
Oh, Coach, do not get me started on that. And how the referees want to make their mark on the game. And yes, Coach.
Fans, players, coaches just don't want to sit here for this many penalties. Like, regardless of who your favorite team is, there's just too many penalties in sports.
The best refs are the ones that we have no idea they're even there.
All right. So Montoya off the right side, going to pick up a couple. So it's been a while since Goddard has had the ball. That's one disadvantage of the homecoming halftime. It's longer half, and if you don't get the ball to open up the third quarter, your offense hadn't touched the ball in kind of close to 40, 45 minutes or so. Oh, Remy with a big pancake out there. But we're only able to pick up a couple yards. There's Gibbs trying to get that outside zone. Gadsden does a good job. Pick up 1 to bring up a 3rd and 7.
So, Coach, this is what we didn't want right here, being this 3rd and long situation after Gadsden came out of the half and scored. So we need a first down for sure, Coach, right here. Big first down would be nice. We're going with the trips right with a solid gun to the right. Montoya motion to Castillo, wants him to do something.
Castillo soloed up over here. Oh, a good ball, but we can't catch it. Great rifle arm from Montoya on that. I was watching the other side routes. It was some sort of in-breaking route from
Valdez. He just ran a big, Coach.
And, man, it was right in his hands. Just couldn't quite come up with it. And Goddard goes 3 and out. And we were just kind of mentioning that, a little out of sync. We haven't had really a full possession on offense in probably close to an hour, counting the homecoming ceremony and then Gadsden's long drive to start the third, and Goddard a little out of rhythm right there. Gadsden's going to have to use a timeout.
And that's big.
Though. So Gads only one timeout left. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Goddard Rocket football, roll blue.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, we are back. So Gadsden had too many men on the field. That's why they called a timeout. So good timeout by them, but they're already down to one now. 2:18 to go, third quarter. Tie game, 21-21. But Goddard will have to punt after the 3 and out. And Coach Mag's always good for one boot, scoot, and boogie.
Get down, turn around, go to town, Coach. He knows what the people want.
Out in the country, past the city limits sign. All right, here we go. Gadsden going to field that punt. Has some space on the left. Look out. There goes Thompson.
Oh, my gosh.
Gotta wrap him up. JT flying.
Heat-seeking missile. JT, Josiah Thompson. What a tackle right there, buddy. Good job. And that was a needed tackle because
he had room.
He had room, Coach. He had some good room. And like we said, we need to stop right here. And that would not have been very good for them to be inside our 40. So JT with a great, great play right there.
So Gadsden will take over in Goddard's territory on the 46-yard line. Tie game, 21-21, 2:06 to go, third quarter. Goddard needs a stop here. Gadsden picked up a little momentum with that late touchdown in the second half. Opening drive in the third as well. Here we go. Trips right, going to motion down and sniffer, false start.
Oh, yeah. Hasiel said, Mr. Line Judge, did you see that? He moved, and sure enough, we get the call, so taking it back 5 yards. We have Mr. Jack Batson, Coach, handling the sticks over there.
Good old Batson.
Good old track legend. Really, really helping out Coach Manaman this year, the cross country. We had trips right motion again. Coach going to turn him into a sniffer on the left side, and just going to keep that same play, fold with the sniffer back, sealing the edge, and going to pick up about 4. A host of Goddard Rockets in on the tackle. Talon Payne, Hasiel Perez.
And Coach Payne is
Viscata.
He's always wound up, but Payne's a little extra wound up out there right now. He's about to make a big hit and force a fumble or something. And he's like pacing around, Coach, like ready to make a big hit. And he's been doing that a long time.
And you love the kind of kids, Coach. If you see Talon Payne outside of football, you wouldn't think he was a football player because he's just so calm, cool, collected. But as soon as he steps inside the white lines, he turns into a whole different person, Coach.
2nd and 12 for Gadsden. Trips to the right, base run up the middle.
Viscara helping out on the tackle.
So Goddard stopped that initial surge short, but then Rios falls forward for an extra few. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Because Rios is strong, because Viscara is a strong kid and got a pretty good lick on him, and then Rios still able to pick up 3 more after contact.
So here we go, 3rd and 7 from Goddard's 42-yard line. Same formation, trips to the right, pistol in the backfield, straight drop back. Quarterback going to scramble. It's going to be short of the first down. Going to pick up a couple.
Angel Mesa and Talon Payne in on the tackle, Coach.
So this will bring up a 4th and 5. I think Gadsden will go for it. But they will have to run a play. There's 30 seconds left in the quarter and 24 on the play clock.
Some high drama, Coach, but we'll see if they're going to
maybe try to get him to jump. They're not really lining up with much urgency like they're expecting to run a play. They are going to run a play, run it right up the middle. Where do they spot it?
We stopped them, Coach. We stopped them.
It's got to be short. We'll see the spot, though. There's a big pile
Big
down
stop
there.
by the Rockets. I'm calling it, Coach.
And it's the end of the third quarter. We'll stick around, see where they spot this.
Who was that? Payne, Vizcarra, and
It looks
Mesa?
short. They're going to measure, I bet, though.
Yes,
Coach Roybal. Roll blue. Goddard, the big fourth down stop into the fourth quarter. Tie ball game 21-21. Come back for a great finish. Roll blue.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
Okay, so Goddard forces the big stop on fourth down. Now Goddard ball, 1st and 10, our own 38-yard line. Middle of the field, Vasquez at quarterback motion. Lujan right to left. Vasquez going to try to run it off that left side. Good block out there from Castillo, but another flag, a really late flag.
And I guess we're the only ones that hold, Coach. And there, Coach, we have to have had at least like 15 penalties called on us. This is
So for another holding for Goddard to ring up a 1st and 20. If there's never a good time for holding, but the better time is on 1st down. You still get at least 3, maybe 4 plays to get the 20 yards back. Straight drop back from Vasquez. Looking to set up a screen to Gibbs. He's going to roll out. He's going to run, scramble. How about that move? Looking like Lamar wearing 8 out there. He's going to pick up at least
pick up 8
yards. Yeah, there we go. So that was really good recognition by Vasquez. It looked like we wanted a screen to Gibbs. Vasquez didn't like it.
And that's good he didn't throw the ball down the field, Coach, because if so, we would have had linemen downfield on the screen. You throw it behind the line of scrimmage so the linemen can work downfield. And Vasquez, good awareness.
Vasquez picks up 11, so bring up a 2nd and 9. That's exactly what we needed on that 1st and 20 play. Goddard had success earlier with that GT play. See if we get back on that for our inside running game. Vasquez straight drop back. Going to throw a little curl to Valdez. There's Valdez. Good catch, and he breaks a tackle. Looking physical. So Goddard, Coach, I think we just were a little out of rhythm on that first possession. Hadn't had the ball in an hour.
Like you said, Coach, it's hard.
And now we're looking back to how we did in the first half. 1st down, Goddard, roll blue. Tip of the ball's right on the 50. 11:20 to go on the clock. It is stopped. It will roll on the snap. Here we go. Vasquez in the shotgun. Gibbs to his left. It's going to be a wing and a split to the right. Castillo split way far to the right. Lujan motion. Now they're going to try to get Gibbs looking for that cutback. So still running wide, and then Gibbs looks for that cutback lane, finds it, going to pick up a few. Gibbs has really good vision, Coach, and he's real close to popping one out there.
Yeah, he runs hard, Coach, good cuts, and soon enough, we're going to wear him down enough where they're not going to be able to take down Gibbs. He's going to give us a house call. But, need to run this clock down, Coach, and get a score. That'd be ideal. But I really like earlier, Coach, going back to Valdez. He missed he dropped the ball on third down earlier, and Coach showed confidence, went right back to him, and he rewarded him.
So it looked like RPO there. And Gadsden actually sent pressure on that, it looked like, and kind of sped us up. Vasquez got rid of it quick, but just the timing wasn't there. So it'd be 3rd and 8, middle of the field. Still negative wind out there, coaches. Couldn't ask for a better night. Beautiful weather. The mosquitoes are starting to come out, though. Hopefully they don't find the press box up here, Coach. We're going to have to shut these windows if they find me. Vasquez, straight drop back, 3rd and 8. He's going to scramble, looking for the sticks. Makes a cut, makes a man miss, and then he's going to slide down. First down, Goddard. Nate Vasquez, roll blue into Gadsden's territory. Mark it right on the 35.
17-yard rush right there. Big time for Nate Vasquez.
So Vasquez's legs, the difference on this drive, Coach. And I go back to that 1st and 20 play when he picked up 11. That was crucial. And then he picks it up on that 3rd down. 1st and 10, Goddard, roll blue on the 35-yard line. Gibbs
right up the middle. Easy money.
There we go.
6-7 yards.
Good. Reyes Nunez on that left side doing work. Looks like Christian Acosta out there. Let's see. Try to get that O-line.
When you run those big on bigs too, Coach, it helps out. The linemen, you're a little less susceptible to holding on and grabbing jerseys. And I'm not saying we are. I don't think we are. But the refs definitely think we are. But running the ball inside definitely helps with that.
So Remy Franco over there with Lente Nunez. Motion from Lujan. Fake the fly sweep. Gibbs right up the middle. Gibbs, truck stick. 1st down, Goddard, roll blue. Gibbs, really good downhill runner, Coach.
And now, Coach, he's got 16 carries for 105 yards. So and then using a lot of clock, Coach.
Blitz from Gadsden. Vasquez sees it, escapes the pocket. Vasquez showing some quicks out there. Good job recognizing the blitz. Gets out of the pocket, gets out of bounds, gets a couple, I think. Let's see where they spot it. I guess he lost one there.
So 2nd and 11 from the 22, Coach. Oh, we called a timeout because we weren't set and we were about to snap the ball because we were about to have a delay in game. So good timeout right there by Coach Bolaños.
So timeout, Goddard. We'll take another quick timeout as well. Sorry, we'll be back. Roll blue.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by...
All right, we are back. So 2nd and 12 for Goddard. 9:06 on the clock, fourth quarter. Tie ball game, 21-21. Goddard Gadsden in a showdown at the Wool Bowl. Coming down the wire here. Vasquez, straight drop back pass. He's going to scramble again. Got space. He's going to slide. And there they're marking it where the slide starts, but they didn't earlier.
So 5 yards for Mr. Vasquez right there. Turned into a dual threat quarterback, coach, Mr. Nate Vasquez.
Yeah, coach, good job there. The more experience that he gets, coach, he's really starting to get more of a feel for the pocket and what the defense is trying to do. And he's seen that grass open up there and taking the yards and making a good play out of it. 3rd and 7. Trips left. Vasquez going to throw a little swing out to Gibbs, looking to break a tackle. Gadsden rallies there, going to lose a couple.
Gibbs on the catch and run, brought down by number 20, Rocky Rodriguez, senior captain.
And, not a good play result, coach, and we got kind of lucky, too. We weren't set there on the left side. And it's high drama, coach. We're going for it. 4th and 10.
4th and 10, and you got to think maybe Josiah Castillo. He's had a heck of a game. We can get a target for him.
And we're going for him.
Little post corner touchdown. Throw those hands up. Roll blue. Vasquez dots the post corner there from Castillo on 4th and 10. Goddard takes the lead. Roll blue.
And then Coach Deck is like a philosophizer up here. He said, what about Mr. Josiah Castillo? Coach Bolaños says, I got you something dialed up, Coach Deck. 20-yard flag, corner route. Amazing ball by Mr. Nate Vasquez. When the ball is that good, that's just a long handoff, Coach. What a clutch play for the Goddard Rockets. And the crowd went crazy. You got to love it. Then we have number 60, Mr. Brian Santillan coming in. Do your job, Brian. Block somebody.
Vasquez throws the touchdown. Now he will kick the PAT.
He does it all.
Hands up again. So, Coach, 4th and 10. The post corner. And he really sold the post, and then Vasquez threw it up really the same time as he's breaking out.
No, that's I was going to say that, Coach.
He threw really good timing.
He threw it before the break, or right as the break was happening, really trusted his receiver. You can tell those two have a lot of chemistry, and what a play for the Goddard Rockets. Roll blue, high drama, high success. Happiness at the Wool Bowl right now for the Goddard Rockets.
Vasquez drops it in a bucket. We'll be back for the kickoff. Goddard up 28-21. Roll blue.
Make your mark in media sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia area. For a list of opportunities and a chance to join our sales team, log on to pvbcradio.com and apply today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
All right, we are back for the kickoff. Goddard takes the lead 28-21, 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Braden McDaniel on for the kickoff. The Josiah Castillo show continues, Coach. His 3rd touchdown of the night gives Goddard the lead. Here's the kickoff deep. Gadsden fielded about the 10 in the middle. Oh, big tackle there. Jesus Ortiz, I think. How about, let's see. It's way long way from us here.
It looks like it, Coach.
Yeah, because he's staying out on defense.
It's either him or Angel Mesa, but I think it's Ortiz.
Yeah, it's Jesus Ortiz, and he's
going to need one.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, so we'll get catch Cisneros on there for Goddard. Playing that right corner. Good job, catch.
First and 10.
Little RPO action from Gadsden. Going to find Torres, spins, gets a first down. Kyle Mosqueda there trying to rip that ball out. He's shown that he can do that. But Gadsden does get a first down up to the 40.
And then
7:05 on the clock. It'll run as soon as the chains are set, which is now.
Angel Mesa helping out on that tackle, Coach.
So Goddard up 28-21. 7 minutes and counting left in the ball game. Crunch time here in the Wool Bowl. Gadsden staying in that trips look. Run up the middle from Rios.
Taylon Payne making the tackle right there.
Payne
and Coach,
throws him down.
I'm gonna need a new box for Mr. Taylon Payne. He filled this one up pretty quick.
There you go, like he normally does.
It's a 2nd and 2, Coach. 6:15 and counting. We got a really, really good high school football game going on right here. Trips right. RPO look into number 5, his favorite target, Mr. Armando Rios. No, to Dion Torres, I'm sorry. Dion Torres, sophomore. He's been making plays all game long, Coach. And then their quarterback, number 7, Ethan Morales. With how good of a running game Gadsden has, most of his throws are pretty easy, but when he's had to make some tough throws, he's made them. So they got a good little running back, quarterback, receiving combo do the Gadsden Panthers.
So 1st and 10, Gadsden into Goddard's territory on the 45-yard line, right hash. Trips to the left, pistol in the backfield. Morales takes the snap, little RPO action again. And
Sorg says not today.
Get some. Jeremiah Sorg, the big sack with authority.
And Coach, that was
him down.
Much needed right there. Gadsden had a good amount of momentum, and then Sorg coming up with a big sack, tackle for loss right there. Gotta love it. 5:20 and counting now as Mesa checks back in for catch. Catch Cisneros doing a good job.
Little out route there. Torres
and Chavez
ducks that one, and then Chavez and Jesus Ortiz in there in the gang tackle.
Ortiz just always finds himself making plays, Coach.
So 3rd and long from Gadsden, no doubt 4-down territory, 4:42 and counting. Coach, both teams have been really efficient running and throwing the ball, especially in this second half, and the clock has just been running. So we're already down to 4:30 left in the ball game. 3rd and 9 from Goddard's 44-yard line. Goddard up 28-21. Trips to the right to the field. Gun to the right. Yep, quarterback's going to scramble to the right. Deep out route from the middle guy. Incomplete pass. Jordan Chavez with a big breakup over there. Big hit.
And we have some more high drama coming up, Coach, with Gadsden using 2 timeouts earlier in this half. This 4th down looms large. If they don't get it, the way Goddard's been running the ball, I think Goddard could just run this clock out. And real quick, Coach, shout out to Mr. Desmond Anaya watching us from Albuquerque. His Albuquerque Bulldogs, the Fighting Desmond Anaya, on a bye week this week, having a great season so far. So Shout out to Coach Anaya.
Hi.
Former Goddard Rocket football legend. And former Division I football player, now coaching for the Albuquerque High Bulldogs.
Hey.
And then as Goddard Rocket, also a Goddard Rocket football coach for us, so a former coach for us. So Desmond and I are doing great things at Albuquerque, and Coach Beck just saying some of his best Desmond and I quotes.
So 4th and 10, high drama at the Wool Bowl. Coach Roybal trips to the right, gun to the right, pressure from Payne. He's going to throw out the sticks, caught. Is he complete? It is. Catch, first down. Good job there by Dion Torres again.
That was some
good ball from Morales.
Some 5-on-5 crime, Coach. He ran a route on Mr. Kyle Mosquita, our number 5, and able to get the catch.
So 1st and 10, Gadsden. Goddard up 28-21. 4:07 to go, fourth quarter. Gadsden trying to tie up this ball game. 33-yard line of Goddard. Now they'll get back in their base formation. That twin sniffer look, run up the middle to Rios. He's off to the races, Coach. Goddard trying to get him down. We do, but not till they gets down to the 2-yard line. So there's Gadsden got that big first down, and then they went back to that running game up the middle with Rios, and almost a house call, but Goddard stops them.
Coach,
so interesting there. It's going to be 3:56 and running once they set the chains.
So, Coach Deck, if you are Gadsden, knowing that Goddard's offense is probably going to go score, would you go for 2 in this situation if you score?
I would go for 2 because there's also enough time left that you could, in theory, get the ball back. Now, granted, like we said, we only have the one timeout, but the way Gadsden's running the football, not on that play.
Not on that play. Goddard with a huge stop right there.
Yeah,
who was that, Coach?
I think I see.
We're far away here. Haciel and Hunter, Coach.
Hunter Bishop again. Good job. But yeah, I mean, Gadsden's got. This will be a really tough 2 yards to get here on Goddard's defense. So we'll see how this plays out, and then get to the go for 2 or not talk if we even get there. Goddard's defense, we're in a goal line look now, so we are bringing the heat up the middle, and we're going to stuff them again. Short again, make it 3rd and goal. This will be inside the 1. And clock is running. And we'll have a quick timeout on the field. We'll be back for this crucial 3rd and goal play. Goddard Rocket Football, KSVPTV.com, 106.1, La Pantera. For all you truckers out there, Doug is in the house too. Roll blue.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
All right, we are back. We're going to have a crucial high drama 3rd and goal from right at the 1 yard line. Hunter Bishop getting helped off for Goddard. Hopefully he's okay. He's a tough kid. On your feet. Here we go. Goddard in goal line defense. Gadsden in the pistol. Kind of a rough snap there. We meet him in the hole. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown Gadsden. Goddard made contact behind the line of scrimmage, but Coach Rios is pretty physical out there, and he just gets that ball over. So now the question becomes, will Gadsden try to tie the game, or they go for 2?
They're going for it, Coach.
I think that they will.
And that just, if they do get it, that just adds pressure to Goddard's offense. You know, if it's tied, there's not as much pressure. You know, there's pressure to score, but it's not as intensified.
So here we go. Play of the year so far. Gadsden down 28-27. Gadsden going for 2.
Come on, D.
They are in their base formation. Will they continue to run that base run? Maybe bootleg the quarterback out. They're going to run it. Yes, rejection. Goddard's defense roll blue. The play of the game. Keeps Goddard with a 1-point lead. And Gadsden with the gamble there, and coach, that whole goal line sequence.
We blew up. That was
I mean, really, you know, Gadsden ended up scoring the touchdown, but Goddard's defense.
They made them work for it, Coach.
Yeah,
all game long had been just easy pickings going up the middle and right there. So they made them work and then stopped the 2-point try.
Yeah, and you know, I kind of thought on that 2-point conversion maybe they would run a different play just because Goddard's defense had been going up down there on the goal line, and that goal line defense, you know, the yards were pretty tough there. But Gadsden just stuck with that base run they've been running all night, and Goddard all over it. Coach, play of the game, probably play of the year so far. Goddard up 28-27, 2:40 to go, and now you'll see Gadsden with an onside kick, I would think, for sure.
Yeah, Coach, I'm calling.
With only 1 timeout left and 2:40 to go, I mean, you can't kick it deep to Goddard.
I'm calling play of the year, Coach. This would be Goddard's best win in a couple of years, and, you know, if Gadsden gets that, there's a lot of pressure on the offense to go and score and get the win. Now, just pressure to get this onside kick. With Gadsden only having 1 timeout left, we get 1 first down. If we recover this game is over, Coach. So just amazing stop right there by the defense. Talk about bowing up when you have to.
So Goddard will get the hands team out there. Gadsden they will stay on that right hash for their kickoff. They'll have 6 to the left. Goddard with their hands team on. No doubt onside kick here. Would be shocked if Gadsden kicked this deep. Here we go. High drama onside kick. Woolbowl. The slow approach, and they're going to kick it deep. I'm shocked by it. Okay. Castillo. And we'll gladly take the ball and run the clock out now. Okay. Very interesting from Gadsden.
I am perplexed, Coach.
Because with no time, they have 1 timeout left, so, you can only stop the clock once.
There's no 2-minute warning in high school.
So even if Goddard, even if you force Goddard on a 3 and out,
you're going to get the ball back with what?
Which you've only done
15 seconds?
Yeah, well,
if that, but like you said, Coach,
there'll be a little bit more time than that, but also to me, I guess the thinking is Goddard only has 1 3 and out all night, so you really haven't stopped Goddard. So to really think 3 and out, punt, and then get the ball back with a little bit of time left, that's an unrealistic scenario to me, and Goddard's just going to need to get one first down to finish the game. And like I said, Gadsden's defense has only forced 1 3 and out the entire night, and they got to get their second one now to even have a chance to win. Shocking. No onside kick there, but Coach, we will gladly take the ball here. And now this is where you want to be as an offense. You're up 28-27. This is where the offensive linemen, they just hit each other in the head in the huddle, and they say, let's go. Let's go pick up a first down and win the ball game. Montoya in the shotgun. He's going to run it to the right. He's got some space. He's going to get chopped down wide there. So Gadsden does their job on that one. Goddard's going to lose 2. But again, Gadsden only 1 timeout, so this clock's going to be running.
And they're going to try to wait until after 3rd down to use it, Coach. But there's not going to be a lot of time on that clock. That was a very, very interesting decision. Because, Coach, even if they don't get the onside kick, they're still in the same situation.
Yeah, I mean, you
like
don't
at least
really
give yourself a chance to get the ball back.
You don't lose a ton of field position trying the onside kick. All right, here's Montoya. Takes that play clock all the way down. Gibbs up the middle. He's got the edge. Break a tackle. Get a first down. Stay in bounds, and he does.
Game over, baby.
So that will move the chains, and now Gadsden pretty well, the game is over. Gadsden does have one timeout, but 1:37 on the clock, and the clock should be running right now. And there it is. When will Gadsden use their timeout?
They won't, Coach. They're going to concede.
They're not going to. Well, I think they'll use it. They're just not going to use it on first. They'll have to use it after this play. At least make Goddard run a play. So Goddard should take this all the way down.
But even then, we'll just kneel it, Coach.
Yeah.
So regardless, this game is over, barring a catastrophe.
Montoya right up the middle. Lee.
Hold on to that ball.
And there, Gadsden uses a timeout, or it's an injury. And Gadsden might be out of timeouts too, Coach. That could be wrong, because you would think they would use it at some point in this sequence if they had one.
But, Coach, we also thought that they would onside kick it
yeah,
when they absolutely needed to, but that didn't come to fruition either. So
injury timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout and then come back and see if Goddard can close this out. Goddard up 28-27. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. Keep trucking. Roll blue.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, we are back. 2nd and 3, clock is running. So Gadsden never used their timeout in any of these sequences to stop the clock. So this ball game is take a knee, and it will be over. So Gadsden may not have had any timeouts. I can't imagine them not using one during this whole sequence here. And Goddard is going to run a play, and that will be the ball game.
And Big Devin Secret with the big pancake.
Syrup.
Attaboy Dez.
The chains will get set. The clock will run, and it will run out to zeros. Goddard will win the ball game. We don't even have to run a play. The game is over. Roll blue. Goddard with a big 28-27 win.
Huge win, Coach.
And that is it. Line up at the 50, shake their hands, and celebrate. Goddard, a big win over the number 4 ranked team in the state. All blue. So we will be back to wrap this game up. Goddard with a big win.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, and we are back. Goddard Rockets with a huge win, 28-27 over the number 4 ranked team in Class 5A. We're number 5, so you can bet that we're going to swap spots, be in that top 4 position, somewhere we haven't been in a couple of years. So Goddard Rocket football rolling in the right trajectory. And tonight, a big offensive attack. We had Nate Vasquez 6 for 9 on passing, 63 yards and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Montoya 4 for 5 passing, 103 yards and a touchdown. Brady Gibbs 17 yards rushing, 119 yards and a touchdown. We had Isaiah Montoya 8 rushes for 26 yards. And we had Nate Vasquez 4 rushes for 35 yards. We had Brady Gibbs receiving 1 catch for -2 yards. Josiah Thompson 1 catch for 28 yards. Elijah Valdez 3 catches for 27 yards. And then we had Mr. Josiah Castillo with 6 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Probably your New Mexico Offensive Player of the Week, if I had to guess, Coach.
And Coach, yeah,
and not just because, like, you know, most players have those kind of stats against bad teams. He did this against a really, really good football team.
And they were all different plays as well. Talking about the 3 touchdowns, I mean, the first one, it's a quick slant, makes a guy miss, and then outruns everybody. Really shows off the speed. The second one, another quick slant, and they're all over him, double team him. He runs over 2 guys, carries another guy, gets into the end zone. The third one is on a deep post corner route, really sells the post. It's on 4th and 10. He's double teamed, breaks it off to the corner. Vasquez, great ball, great catch, perfect. Coach, and really, we talk about that 2-point play. Goddard's defense saves the game there. But back to that 4th and 10 play as well, Vasquez to Castillo. Coach, Goddard went up against a very good Gadsden team tonight, fought hard, and come out with a win. And like you said, this is going to be maybe another team that we see later on in the playoffs. Both teams are going to the playoffs, obviously. Coach, just a great ball game. And here on homecoming night, all the former great Rocket players, especially the 95 group, is back hanging out. Beautiful night in the Wool Bowl for a 6 o'clock start. Goddard comes away with the win. Artesia up on Lovington 21-0 at halftime. Last update we got on Roswell Santee was Roswell 42, Santee 0, third quarter in that one. Shout out Wyatt Strand giving those updates. Coach, what a ball game.
Yeah, Coach, and then defensively, Taylon Payne, 9 assisted tackles, 3 solo tackles, a tackle for loss, just all over the place. Kyle Mosqueda with 7 assisted tackles, 1 solo tackle. Levi Viscara with 6 assisted tackles, 1 solo tackle. Jeremiah Sorg with 2 assisted tackles, 2 tackle for losses, 2 solo tackles. So Goddard Rocket defense all over the place. Also, big shout out to Hunter Bishop, helping stop that run a little bit. He had 6 assisted tackles, 1 solo tackle, and really helped plug that A gap, Coach. So Goddard Rockets all over the place tonight. Great victory. Roll Blue.
Goddard will be at home next week against Deming as well. So finally get back-to-back home games. So that'll be exciting. You mentioned Goddard boys and girls soccer about to get into a district. And Coach Sosa, Coach Gillette, I could guarantee you
C-Style
that those teams are going to make a strong case to win those districts. So soccer just starting to heat up at the right time out there. Volleyball went 4-0 pool play today. So they will go back to Portales tomorrow for a bracket play. Coach Lukens and his staff doing great things over there. Goddard football, the big win, 28-27, homecoming night. The Mosquitoes did not find us up in the press box. We're going to go eat some more after this. Coach Roybal somewhere.
That's right.
Goddard, big win. We'll see you next week here against Deming. Goddard wins 28-27. I'm Coach Dag for Coach Roybal. Doug producing, KSVPTV.com, 1061 La Pantera. See you next week. Roll Blue.
Roll Blue.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
That concludes this presentation of sports on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning in for this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.